Welcome.
Welcome.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that, you guys. That was terrible.
We have a full house coming out the gate
Coming
tonight.
in hot. Sorry,
And
you
we're
guys.
echoing like a echoplex.
And we don't even know what we're doing with ourselves tonight. We're not going to lie to you. It's a little sticky here in Southwest Florida. Welcome to Marital Hate. We're a live interactive podcast. As you can tell, you say something, we
Somebody's
put you up on
interacted
screen.
with us.
Someone has interacted with us. That would be OG Lesby and Master Hater Tracy,
the master of all
who
hating.
says happy-ish Tuesday,
Well,
peeps. Ooh,
I don't know how happy can a Tuesday ever
sounds
be.
like my friend is having a rough day.
Well, we hope she's not having a rough day, but I think your level of happy on a Tuesday can only get so high.
I gotta tell you, okay, is that orange?
It's Clementine.
It's a little orangey out here, but there was another smell, like really bad skunk weed from the neighbors, so we decided to diffuse. Now you know. In any case, we're a live interactive podcast.
Hello.
I'm Stacey.
How do you do, Douglas?
We are married. We do not hate each other. It's an inside joke. So we're getting annoy each other. We say marital hate.
Marital hate.
Sometimes we ring this bell. Sometimes we get so pissed off that we throw the bell in the pool. And as you just heard, the burrowing owls, which are an endangered species here in Southwest Florida,
Twilight.
they like to chime in.
Look how light it is.
And one
Whenever we were
time-
starting this thing, it was dark.
One time there was a cat running across that thing, and then we think there was a rat, and then the cat chased the rat, and there's always some sort of bird. There's lightning. There's rain. Sometimes we're in the pool. Sometimes there's a man in the pool.
We have not yet had an alligator. Other than
Not
this
in the
one.
pool.
Other than this one here.
Yeah, that's what we have. We have had some snakes though.
We had three
had
different species
A
of
black
snakes up
racer,
in
a
here.
glass snake, and a ringneck. The ringneck is so
Ringneck
cute.
was so cute.
It's so
He was
cute.
like a little baby
They're
snake.
like a little noodle. They're like a quarter of a ramen noodle.
And a quarter of a ramen noodle.
They're like Justin Timberlake's hair, like one little piece of his hair back when he said it's gonna be May. It's gonna be a couple more weeks. Where's the time going? Okay, so anyway, the podcast is interactive. We pull your comments up on the screen. Here's one of our other master haters. Anne was actually our first guest here on the podcast. We love her so much.
We kicked her out.
She's way up
We kicked her off the show.
in Massachusetts, where we're from.
I hear it was very lovely in Massachusetts over the past couple days.
And Anne
is also lovely.
is one of my most favorite conspiracy nuts. Which I say with reverence.
Look.
I understand the rest of the world is trying to discredit us, but I say that with reverence.
Until everybody gets on my JFK was hit by a meteorite.
It's possible.
I don't want to hear about your conspiracy theories because that is the granddaddy.
It's possible.
What are the odds?
I
You got some guy shooting at him from a building, and he gets hit by a meteorite, and nobody can figure it out. Except for me.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of high, so having me do statistics is going to be maybe not a good idea. Okay, so I want to say this before I forget. So
please,
if wherever you're at,
spit it
Facebook,
out.
Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. Oh, we're not on TikTok yet for live episodes, but soon. In any case, wherever you're at, bring your comments, and we're happy to chat with you. About whatever the fuck you want to talk about. You want to promote your business? We're fine with that. We've had quite a few people come on trying to sell CBD.
Yeah, they come on once a night usually.
Yeah,
I don't know where they're from.
That's fine.
You know what I was thinking? That I am enjoying the Topo Chico tangerine with ginger extract sparkling water. I wish they would sponsor the show, and I would.
Yeah, we like.
It would be nice.
We enjoy an assortment of Topo
We
Chico.
do like the Topos.
And Doug lied to the kids in the neighborhood.
I didn't have any cold.
You wouldn't have given it to him anyway.
Not this. This stuff is. It's like a 4-pack.
We used to let the kids have the seltzer, and they thought the seltzer was gross. So we started getting them water. We bought the water just for them. But then one day I gave one of them a Topo Chico. They didn't like the seltzer. They wanted water. Then I gave them a Topo Chico, and they were into the Topo Chico, and they liked the Izzy's, which Izzy's are super expensive. I don't have any right now anyway. Yeah. I'm not telling them I'm clearly Canadian. And then they wanted Dr. Pepper. But there's one kid that's 10 years old and wants a Dr. Pepper at 9 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I don't know your parents, but I'm pretty sure they would not appreciate it if I gave this to you. Jesus Christ, I might as well be giving the kids cocaine in the
Cocaine.
Jeez. What difference would it make? So anyway, we're a live interactive podcast. We both have wicked ADD. It goes
Yeah.
off the rails, especially like with the comments, because whatever you guys want to talk about, that's the priority. Your voice. It's a community.
It is a community of goodness.
There was a woman who's I think it was like Sandy. Hope Sandy. By the way, if you're watching from TikTok and you want to join the conversation, sorry, TikTok. If you're watching from Twitter or you want to join the conversation, you need to go over to YouTube/marital hate, because Twitter doesn't allow commenting. But if you come over to @marital hate on YouTube, you can comment. We bring you up on screen. We're also on Facebook. In any case, one of the hashtags we had tonight was #tarot. So
okay, excellent. So you brought your tarot cards.
I have this beautiful tarot card set that I got as a gift from my beautiful friend Anne for my birthday. Thank you, Anne. I use it all the time.
It is lovely.
Look at the cracked spine, all beat to shit. But
we can't have nice things.
I put it back in the box every time I use it.
We can't have nice things.
So I'm just gonna pull one, and it's the Tower. It might take me a little while to find this because I'm high off my ass.
It looks like the Queen of Hearts with wearing tube socks.
It's Alice sticking out of the White Rabbit's house.
That's
like you've never seen the movie.
Bottom. I've never really seen the whole movie. I've seen the beginning of it, and then you fall asleep, and then I go do something fun.
I don't even know what to say to you. Disaster strikes as the White Rabbit's house when Alice indulges in a cookie that unexpectedly makes her grow to a gigantic size. The
That's
tower
an edible.
Represents abrupt, sudden catastrophe or collapse. Read the upright part. So
I can't read this. There's not enough light out here.
Here, I'll give you a flashlight.
While the tower symbolizes calamity and destruction, it is important to recognize its message as it is always.
Can you read it normal? Because I can't understand you when you're being weird.
Excuse me.
Read it normal.
Again. While the tower symbolizes calamity and destruction, it's important to recognize that its message isn't always doom and gloom as it sounds. Sometimes things need to end to make room for new beginnings. The tower represents an unexpected revelation or event that shakes something important in your life, whether a relationship, a job, personal truth, belief, etc., down to its very foundation. But from those bare foundations, you'll have an opportunity to build something stronger and more solid as a rock.
So you all have to let us know if that comes true. I think it's a lot for one podcast. I thought we were talking about just this episode, but maybe it's the future of the podcast. Maybe we are going to get a TV show, and you're going to be a rock and roll person.
I will be the bumbling
Well, they're
dad.
going to have to replace P. Diddy with somebody, some other CIA operative. Might as well be us.
Wait. Now he's a
My God,
CIA operative?
I am kidding. No, yeah, there's a lot of talk that he was a CIA or an operative for the government.
Stranger things have happened.
Doing like the Epstein stuff where he had video footage. No, that's what people are saying. This is what people are saying.
Who stays up night thinking this stuff up?
Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Oh, yes, P. Diddy.
No.
We've chosen you to work on Espionage Act 4343.
Hang on a second there. Walter Cronkite. I'm trying to do something with my hair. It's being like weird right now.
Yes, Mr. Diddy. Yes, I've been authorized from the Pentagon to it's a super secret espionage only dossier. We're going to send you
to a white party
on a mission. White people seem to like you, Mr. Diddy. They like your music. You know what? They don't like that 50-cent guy. They don't like the 50-cent guy because he's not expensive enough. You're more of a dollar store rapper, is what I think. And so we've put this together for you. We've got a mission for you to take down the political opposition as well as several other celebrities in Hollywood, starting with Rob Schneider, who is just quite frankly just over the top, if you will. Speaking of top, Carrot Top is another one that we'll go after. I just hope you will accept this mission. Otherwise, you will be you'll be, as they say in the book, two-packed. I'm just waiting for my wife to come back after making her laugh so hard. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign. We have right over just to the left here. We have the sliding doors that go into the house. It's a dining room table. There's a light, and my wife comes out completely naked, trying to put on a robe. And look, things aren't even in the robe yet, and she's gonna be on camera. Put your things away.
Don't look good. I look like Hilda. Some sort of. I think that lady was right. I do look like Courtney Love, and not in a good way.
Nobody liked my thing. Mark called me just being on here myself dead air, and wow. That had the movie Annie vibes. What my voice thing or what? Like my whole thing about
yammering about while I was peeing myself because it was really funny to me.
Well, you'll have to rewatch it. It had to do with how we.
Is it really not that funny? Am I just super high?
I don't know. I thought there were parts of it that were funny. He was going to cooperate, or we were going to two-pack him.
Okay, so in any case,
being in the CIA guy,
you're familiar with the whole Jeffrey Epstein of it all.
I've heard of him.
What do you know of Jeffrey Epstein?
What do I know? He liked them young, quote unquote.
And then
apparently he had an island.
And then
apparently he had cameras hidden in his apartment, and they don't know why he was like rich or where he came from or how he got his status. So that throws up some red flags.
Oh no, he was a con artist. They kind of demonstrated that he managed to con himself a teaching job at a prestigious New York private school, and he had no qualifications. Then he managed to get weasel his way in with Wexler, who's also a dirtbag, and the guy that owned Victoria's Secret, huge big deal.
Well, his crazy apartment was not on a private teacher's salary, so there was somebody's funding that.
Yeah, Wexler. He was best friends with him.
Wexler, sure.
Funding him.
He was funding him. I wish somebody fund me.
Yeah, let's go fund me. That's actually someone asked if they could give us stars the other night. Soon we will have a website and we'll have a Patreon on there. So if you want to thank us for our hard work, you'll be able to tip or buy us presents.
Speaking of wild success,
yes,
our friend Mark has opened up the Cracked cart down, I believe, in Bourne, Mass, for the season.
Congratulations, Mark!
Hopefully, they're making some money with their egg sandwich and their snackage and their breakfast thing. I think it's breakfast and lunch, Mark. If you correct me if I'm not, we can direct people down there.
Yeah, Mark, definitely get us the menu. We have.
We don't need the whole menu, Mark. Just
I think the menu would be good. So
give us some.
Oh my God, get us the deets, because we'll even make a little video and we'll share it. We'll put it on the pod. We'll share it separately. What do you need? But we know a lot of people that are there over the summer. Literally, I'd say at least 2,000 people that follow us. And then now we have the people that follow the podcast that are people we don't even know. And then 50% of the people that follow the podcast aren't subscribed to it.
That's right.
So the people that watch every night, half of them are not even subscribed. So it's
so Mark says it's at the Bayview Campground.
Bayview
So is it the Bayview Campground or the Bayview?
No, I think it's just the Bayview Campground. If I'm not mistaken, that's on the Waltham side.
Waltham side?
Not Waltham.
Wareham
side. But let us know that the best way to get there, what it's called. Do you take plastic or cash only?
Do you have coupons?
Do you have days that you're not there?
Special merit
when's your season? All that stuff. Get us all those details. We will get them out there because everybody we know is on the Cape in the summer.
9 till 7 at the Bayview Campground. You have some eggs, some bacon.
What's cool is you can actually go watch the fish run at one of
the herring run.
Yeah.
There was that was.
We used to go do that as kids.
He says it's over the bridge. Whoa, Mark, you're blowing my mind. I didn't think it was over the bridge.
Sandwich or Bourne?
There is a little tiny slice of Bourne, I think, over the bridge.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah. Where Otis Air Force Base is in Bourne.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've been there anybody who's going to a veteran funeral.
I have performed music at the Otis Air Force Base. Thank you very much. I'm a true American. Thank you for saluting.
Uh,
Eddie's soldier.
Stolen valor.
This was like
Surgery.
Vietnam era. No, it wasn't Vietnam. It was the Falkland Islands era. No, what was that? Probably what they're 79, 80, something like that.
Why are you men all obsessed with war?
Yes.
Ah!
I'm not obsessed with war. I'm obsessed with being a good American.
My lips are very dry, and I put something on them that just made them feel like glue.
Glue lips. That's attractive. Give me some of those glue lips,
Listen,
honey.
so far tonight I have peed myself. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
changed
have,
outfits.
My eyebrows. I was going to ask you to grab my eyebrow stuff because I forgot to put it on. So I have no eyebrows. I'm going to have to go to an actual store, like a person tomorrow.
Yeah, hang on. Just look straight ahead. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed.
Such a brat. Oh my God. What am I going to do with you?
Don't be alarmed.
You're
At ease, Sergeant.
Anyway, we've been doing this podcast for I don't know how long tonight, and in general, it's been over a year. It's live, it's interactive. So wherever you are coming
and it's
from,
still not any better than it was the first night. So
it's always ridiculous. We're so glad you're here. If you could actually, we have a banner tonight that we have to share with you. I'll get to that in a second. But if you could like and share with your friends and follow and comment and stuff, that would help us. But we really want you to be a part of the conversation because our favorite part about the podcast is the people that come, the haters. As time goes on, they become a part of the podcast. Master haters, if you will. And the master haters are all friends with each other.
My favorite part of the podcast.
You can make friends here. They want you to be their friend.
My favorite part of the podcast is when the viewers send a nice, crisp $20 bill in an envelope
Ta-da!
to Ronald Hate headquarters.
No, but we are going to, we will be starting to monetize soon just because we have no money coming in right now. But, that would be nice.
Kind of true.
To be able to pay the internet so we can do the podcast.
That's wwhy we're driving up to Mark to get a free egg
can be alive.
sandwich.
I mean, we are really living high off the hog with our 15-year-old vehicles with 200,000 miles on the beach and our rental house.
In your fancy yarn hair.
My fancy yarn hair. I go to the hairstylist like 3-4 times a year tops.
I never go to the hairstylist. And look at me.
I do his hair.
Oh.
I do him.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
Just a hairdresser, bitches.
How you doing? Glue lips.
True story. Right before Doug and I met, he had messaged me. He was so excited about our little.
I was very excited about
the story.
And so I talked to somebody that I've gone out with a little bit, and who you going out? I'm going on a date tonight. Oh, who you going out with? Send me a picture. Okay, send a picture.
You were friends with benefits with her, weren't you?
I don't really ever think we dated.
So yes, you were friends with benefits.
Anyway, so she's like, "Oh, I know her," meaning Stacy. What do you mean? What do you mean you know? Oh, she's just a hairdresser.
She either knows Drew Hand or Pat Lally.
I don't know who she knows, but I was like, really? And she's because I had talked to you, and I was really excited about it because you seemed like you were a lot of fun, and
I am a lot of fun.
Well,
right.
I think so. Anyways, I'm like, yeah, well, it's a Monday night. What do I have to lose? I'm gonna go. And I went, and I liked you, and you are much more than just a hairdresser.
Mark Brand says he sent you the new menu.
Oh, is it gonna make me hungry, Mark? God damn you!
Mama's got the munchies. Do you deliver?
No, what I think we're gonna have to do is drive up there and get free food from Mark.
Well, okay, hear me out.
It takes 3 days to get there,
How cool
Mark.
would it be if we took the podcast on the road? So if everybody just chipped in, or we could get a sponsorship from Leisure Travel, we could travel and visit people and lower our living expenses and be cool and be cozy, be nomads. Because we are tired of living in a house. I want to pack my bag without sweaters or socks. Or leaves.
This is Mark's Cracked. He and Helen have run this for quite a while. I think it's more Helen than Mark, to be honest. I don't think
Mark's slacking.
I don't know what the hell Mark does. I'm teasing Mark. You are the heart and soul. You have the basics.
Steak and cheese.
Yeah.
Entrees, steak and everything. It looks like a great menu.
The morning shave, which is shaved steak, American cheese, egg, and a hash brown.
Oh, lobster
that's
roll.
good
Oh my
stuff
God, I
right
would
there.
give my right tit for a
Back
lobster roll
fat.
right now.
Yeah, they have something called the back fat, which is
No
fantastic.
chowder.
Homemade
you-
pulled pork, provolone cheese,
I want
egg, and
chowder. I
hash.
want
We
chowder.
It's like a breakfast plate.
Yeah, but they have
breakfast and lunch.
lobster rolls, so they should have chowder.
Oh wait, you have lobster rolls?
Oh wait, is there chowder?
That's a lobster Rachel. Oh, look at Mark. He's getting all fancy. Look at this.
I know people don't like. I will eat. I've eaten chowder at the beach.
Lobster
Is that weird?
chowder at the beach.
Is it weird?
That is a little weird. It's like having an egg and deviled
chowder?
eggs at the beach. Cold lobster, mayo lettuce. Oh, look at that. $20. You can't get Mark. You can't get a lobster roll down here for less than $42. I swear to God. Yeah, that's a good menu right there. Fried chicken. That's good stuff. Tuna salad. Not Helen's grilled cheese. Seriously, have it. Mark made it. I'm staying away from that one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one, Mark. Right there. But no, that's cool. So cracked at the Bayview campground in Bourne, Massachusetts. Friends of us. Prices aren't right yet. Yeah, well, it is cracked, and it's at the Bayview in Bourne.
It's just the Bayview in Bourne. Right. And Anne's asking, what's the name of the restaurant again? I have family there. It has a huge network of friends in Bourne. I'll spread the word. See?
Look at that.
You don't even have to pay. We
Mark?
Sponsor your business. We're not even going to get a sandwich from you, much less any fucking
see, Mark, you fuck around, you find out, and you're going to get more business than you can shake up egg at.
I'm just suggesting French fries and chowder. So good.
So crack looks yummy, says Tracy. Mark says thank you. And when you were saying it was weird because you're eating family at the beach because of the mayo. Well, no, she was thinking the chowder at the beach.
Chowder.
Because you're eating a hot thing.
I will eat chowder at the beach, but I don't think other people are into that.
Shannon's here. She says, good old Bayview. Small world. I'm pretty sure I know Mark. I worked at the pool one year, and my parents were seasonal campers there.
How funny is that? It's a small world
after all.
So my friend Jeff Hathaway and his family have gone there for decades. His father passed away, I don't know what, 6 years ago?
I don't know.
A while ago, his dad passed. He might have even been 10 years ago now. His dad worked with my dad at TMLP, and they used to camp. His dad's name was
Mr. Hathaway.
It was not. Oh fuck! It was Mr. Hathaway, but I can't remember his name. I can picture his face. I can picture his smile. Jeff looks just like him. It kills me. But he's since passed away. In any case, what was the point of that story?
I don't know.
They used to camp there, the whole family, and now I think Jeff and his wife and kids still live there.
So Tracy likes the ideas of fries and chowder. They made I forget where we
had
went.
A poutine.
It was like a poutine that they made with the chowder.
I think it was in P-Town, and it was French fries with chowder. But I think there was something else. Like, was there like
might have been something.
Like clam fritters or something? That would be really good. I don't
remember, but yeah, I mean, that's
just like a carb fest.
So Ann says thank you, and then Shannon says, I love you guys. I listen and laugh. Well, that makes one
Shannon.
of you. No, we laugh all the time. Actually,
Shannon,
you laugh. I don't.
Shannon, how do we
it sounds so familiar.
How do we
Why
know
do I?
You could just be a new friend.
You could be a new friend,
so
and we welcome you.
Here. We're like, how do we know you? Like, you know, when you go to like a business,
I know this name though.
How did you hear about us?
This name?
How did you hear about us?
Don't make me look you up.
How did you hear about us? Do you have Lyme disease? Are you a creator? Are you from one of the places we're from? Are you a Bills fan? Do you have a Jeep? Like, do you like to scuba dive?
Did we meet you yesterday and just forgot about you?
Do you have a sick sense of humor?
Oh, Nolan's my daughter's bestie at school. I had him for Easter. So many connections. All right. So now I know who you are. Apparently, you know what it made me very proud. It's like, oh, did you like the? Like, yeah, she was. Did you? I got. I connected with the mom, and it made me proud because like somebody's mom liked my kid. So that was fantastic.
Well, our kid.
Oh, wait a second. Kid. I do have a Jeep, and I'm a hairdresser.
I used to be a hairdresser.
She's just a hairdresser.
Are we best friends?
Now
we just became best friends. So I will tell you.
You're gonna get dreads, aren't you?
She doesn't have to get dreads. She has cute little hair. And the thing about she has to always keep the styles and like unless she wants to be a dread
right.
Unless she wants to be a dread stylist. But don't
get her started.
Let me tell you, girl, the only person doing it in New England, there's
dreads.
Kayla
White
does
dreads.
it. Kayla at Manifest in Danielson, Connecticut does amazing locks. She did mine. Athena used to do them. She stopped. There's Liz Kidder, but she's up in like Vermont and her books are closed. There's no one. There's like
secret society of dreads.
And
for white people.
I love Kayla and I want her to have the business, but I don't know if she can keep up. So I'm suggesting start doing dreadlock clients. They pay cash. They come in one service, could be, so for a full set, an install on someone's natural hair that's without extensions, you're looking at $500 to $700 one time.
All right, I'm listening.
And then
I'm going to learn how to do this.
You don't have to be a licensed hairstylist to do this. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
You do not have to be licensed because it's considered braiding, although some states do have braiding licenses. But what you no, seriously, some states have them.
Do you have to go like take a course on braiding?
I think it's just on sanitation.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Which is what
you're
you
all
have
up
to
in
do. You know, when you
face.
do your state boards, I don't give two shits about the style. You can you can just butcher their hair. They don't give two shits. It's all about how much rubbing alcohol to do spray. I'm not kidding you. The whole whole room is just a fog of alcohol. And the worst part of being a model for someone's state boards is that you leave drunk from the alcohol because you're just like wipe off. Wait, I must have bought 3 rolls of paper towels.
That's craziness. It's craziness.
And no one ever does that in the salon. In the salon, you're like,
no. The salon,
excuse me while I take a bite of your sandwich. I haven't eaten in 3 days.
You're dunking the comb in like a coffee and swirling around.
You just go into Dunkin' Donuts because you don't have time to drink your coffee. You just get the grounds and you snort that shit up. Like that's how you're getting through the day as a hairstylist. And your feet are bleeding, by the way.
I don't know.
And
how
you're like,
you
have permanent claw hands from the repetitive motion. It's such a hard job. When I fucking hear people,
it's got to be awful on your shoulders.
It's terrible on your shoulders. And like, look at me. I'm super busty, so that's a bitch on your shoulder. That's my shoulders are killing me right now. I'm very busty, and then doing hair, and then of course being at a computer, and I'm in the worst an ergonomic position. On the sofa, I'm like,
you're all crumpled up.
Did anybody else do that though?
So we missed this. This one was, but you were asking if it was weird because of the temperature of the food or the fact you're eating seafood family members so close to the family members on the beach.
Oh no, not at all.
No, we don't feel weird about that.
I will like take a big old chunk. Listen, you eat your wife and her family's around. We're not supposed to say that. I think
it's an unwritten rule of lesbianisms.
If you
that
didn't
you just,
know,
you don't
now
talk
you
about
know. Tracy and her wife Becky, the OG lesbies, are lesbians together.
Aww.
They have been married longer than you've been alive.
Speaking about licensing, do you know I needed a security license in Florida to work at Disney, but I did not need one in Mass, which is crazy to me because Mass charges for everything. I know it's different for hairdressers, but interesting nonetheless. Now, here's the thing: Disney makes up their own rules. You can't even be a mouse in that park
like
without
mafia. Like it's weird. And I will say, for your hair licensing, it's just like you have to just take the test. You have to have so many hours in a salon. You take a test, you get a junior license, you're under somebody, and then you get your permanent after like a year. I never bothered to get my permanent because I haven't done hair in a bajillion years, except for like a few people.
So Shannon, on that note, says they're so fun. Just moved to Western Mass and decided to go another branch. I'm an apprentice for permanent makeup. Do friends there at home, and it's still my first passion by getting to know my community. Western Mass, you could do every kid that goes to like one of those private colleges out there that want to play hacky sack.
So Shannon, I actually was looking for someone to partner with. I know that this is going to sound like crazy, but because the podcast is still small, but we're promoting it like fucking crazy. We had like. We're up like 600% in every category of everything that we're doing. So I'm looking for somebody to partner with that could do permanent makeup on me and that I could like plug them on the podcast. I have to fly up there this summer. So if that's something you'd be interested in, I would love to talk to you about that. And at a very minimum, we will meet you at graduation.
And then the other thing is that, if we just broke Mark's business. We're going to send him more business than he can have. Yeah. And so I hope we'll try and lay low with Shannon because,
Okay. Well, Anne will bring us some nice vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
She has brought me some.
She did bring me some
nice chocolate.
Some chocolate things.
Let me just tell you
to eat and enjoy.
Give me some chocolate. Thank you to my wonderful friend who brought me some delightful chocolate.
So speaking of edibles, Tracy says, well, wait, and it was this one. You have no idea about eating my wife. Oh, good memories and stories.
Yay for you.
Hey, everybody has to have a person to love.
Yeah.
I think Freddie Mercury said that.
As long as you're happy, that's all we care about.
Well, in Florida, I needed a security license outside of Disney too. Well, yeah, we're no rules here though, so it must have been an easy test. Helen Bryant is the lovely Helen Bryant is here.
She says, Mark's business.
Listen, Helen, he says you burn all the.
We know who wears the pants in that family.
Helen, he says you burn the grilled cheese, so you cannot be trusted. That's what he said. Don't. Yeah.
I'm just saying. It looks lovely. It looks lovely. I just wish there was some chowder. I want to go there, order a lobster roll and some chowder with French fries and like
the dip
and some sort of sweet.
But it can't be bogus chowder. It's gonna be good.
Oh my god! I mean, I would give my right to. Here's the problem: can't have gluten. But all I want in the world is malasadas. Can someone find me gluten-free malasadas?
Nobody here is Portuguese.
Guy. We have that bread guy that wants to come on the podcast. We have the bread guy.
Well, let's work at it.
Okay.
Let's work at it. And Shannon says, absolutely, I would love to hook up when you're here. I love chocolate, all kinds. Ooh. Oh, well, especially.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can we be those parents that are at the graduations? Don't out of our minds.
Loaded fries with lobster. Yeah.
A second. Because first of all, I'm a step parent, so I don't have to be responsible.
All right. I'm supposed to be all Mr.
Look at me. Yeah. No one expects me to be responsible. But I will tell you, if you want someone to get through to America's youth, I'm your girl. For whatever reason, they fucking listen to me. My own children, not at all. All of their friends, yes. They still show up.
You know why you're an effective like parental kind of thing for kids? Is it like you're kind of like scared straight? Like this is what happens.
Well, Nolan says that I'm like the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. Yeah. So like I give him all the information so he can decide for himself. And I'm not shoving an answer on him, but I'm not pussyfooting either. So I think that they respect being treated with respect. Well, with something on my mouth.
It's probably your giant hair.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of eating things, Tracy, I've never had a melisada. They're like a
you can't have one now.
Cross
you're
between
in Georgia.
Yeah.
Where's she in Georgia?
Yeah.
Where's she in Georgia?
Mood Ring, Georgia.
Oh, Mood Ring, Georgia.
And Shannon says, we keep it real, yo. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Anytime anybody puts one of those little face things.
Yeah.
Because I'm old, Shannon. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of old. I can't see what that thing is. It looks like it's crying of some sort, laughing, maybe.
She's laughing.
So I'm gonna just insert the word yo.
Yo.
Yeah. Well, we have another one.
Is that cultural appropriation?
We have another one.
Bad enough I'm a white lady with dreadlocks.
She puts smiley faces and an
white
eggplant. Guilt. So maybe I'll say eggplant, yo. I'm things of that nature.
What are you talking about eggplants while I'm talking about cultural appropriation?
And
honey,
she loves Mood Ring, Georgia. It changes color based on the mood.
You're like a good sized cucumber.
What did I say?
You said eggplant, and I said.
Oh no! I was talking about the eggplant, like
a
emoji,
like a good sized cucumber, but with like a bend.
You know what? I didn't sign up for that, and neither did any of these people.
Yes, you did.
I signed up for
that.
that.
Yes, they did. You've been warned.
Well,
by the way, okay, before we get the original banner that we're supposed to have on the screen, my little friend here, after I sat here and I'm trying to name the episode. And I go, do you have any ideas for tonight's episode name? Crickets, motherfuckers. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, well, I could write, Doug would say 2:30, we have to go to the dentist. I'm like, but that would be too long. And I don't want anybody to think I came up with that nonsense.
So then when I sat down, I realized it was number 2:30.
Hang on. What was worse is I didn't want to have you look at it and say it was stupid, because the only thing worse than having someone think I was you is having you say something said that I thought you would think was cool, that is definitely not cool, that you would think that it was lame. If it's too lame that even for you,
logic.
If it's too lame
logic,
even for you,
ma'am,
I can't even take that. In any case, so I didn't do it.
Okay, so you didn't do it, but then when I sat down, I said you should do it.
Even for you, and then you sat down. You're like, oh, I want to change it. I'm like, everything's all set up. You were over there painting your nails, doing the New York Times crossword, whatever it is that you men do.
Something.
Well, I was hard at work to bring home the podcast.
Tracy says nicknames and where they came from would be a good name for tonight's show.
Oh, see? Yeah. Oh, I got to get to that story too. So in any case, the real. So Doug said episode 230, we are going to the dentist. Get it? 230.
My tooth hurting.
Again, Doug joke.
Why is my ring like a pie?
Please let you never be so unfunny that Doug doesn't think you're funny.
I laugh at everything.
So here is our normal banner.
Okay, normal banner. Yeah, mumbo jumbo. Yeah, that's
our
boring.
normal mumbo jumbo banner.
It's
Tells
mumbo
you
and
to
jumbo.
join us on the YouTube, and that that it's interactive. And if you follow us on the socials, we will follow you back. We do whatever we can to support you. So if you'd like to come on the podcast, let us know. We try to only do local guests, like people
in the
but
flesh.
if you have a business, you're a small business
we'll help you
owner,
out.
we'll do your remote.
But we're happy to have you down here.
But like you're gonna have to use like it's this remote control sex toy that we bought online. You have to no, is that not what we're doing? They sell those. It's like a vibrator, and somebody can go online and
It's it.
So
people could buzz you,
vibrator.
or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but somebody could buzz you during the show.
We could do that. We could sell the code.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. I think I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to consider this. We have bills to pay, right? We don't have any money coming in. So here's my idea. I get those vibrating panties. Doug gets those vibrating panties. Maybe one of the viewers at home gets the vibrating panties.
How am I wearing panties?
And for a certain fee,
money,
you can push the button.
Mark says he's in.
Mark's in.
Mark's got that. You know what? Mark can join in the fun because he's got all that egg money from his breakfast place. Breakfast lunch place. 2:30.
I don't have any chowder. I want to.
Stuff.
Oh, that's what I had.
What?
I had a Benedict. It was a fucking crab cake.
Yep.
With a poached egg.
Yeah.
Chowder.
Yeah.
And there was something else on top of it.
And Helen is also in.
Well, there you go.
Why do I have a feeling Mark's
got
got
buy panties, or you want to give a buzz?
I think Mark has two phones or something, and he's like he's pretending he's Helen, and he's
Hear me out. We play a game.
Tracy says that could be interesting.
We play a game. You know how we've been doing Jackbox Friday nights? Shortney's gonna be upset if she missed this. I don't know where the fuck she is tonight. But Shortney, our friend, she's just a horny little lady. She's like this big, and she has 6 kids, and she's just the horniest little fucker you'll ever meet in your life. But we love her.
Good work if you can get it.
She's quickly earned master hater status. What's it been, like a week?
Like a week and a half.
Like you come like now you're here, you're a hater, right? So we're glad you're here. We appreciate you. Like we're really glad you're here. And we really want you to be part of the community. Because the whole reason we started doing this, I'm so itchy. I swear to God, I don't have a cocaine problem.
You know what it is? You're allergic to that new lipstick.
Oh God, don't be clear.
You don't have a cocaine problem?
No, I just sometimes when I'm high, I get like my nose gets itchy.
Yeah.
And then my
That's
allergies.
called a cocaine problem.
And we left the house open. I don't have a cocaine problem. But maybe some lavender would help. Not the point. What's it doing?
Buzzing, vibrating panties, and giving people the code.
We just started playing Jackbox on Fridays, which is like Cards Against Humanity. So much fun. We had like a full audience. Like we had like people waiting to be able to play. It was awesome. And I guess we could do it in the future.
We do it Friday. We'll do it every Friday.
We could in the future do 2 different rooms. That would be funny as shit. We'd play it in a round.
That's a lot of coordination.
We would have to just buy another Jackbox account.
We'd have to have. We can hardly do what we do now, so let's just stick.
That would be fun. But okay, so this is my idea for the game. Everybody buys the vibrating panties.
Everybody.
Honor code. Everybody that wants to
even Mark
play in the game. Mark gets them. You get them. Helen gets them. Tracy gets them. Ann gets them. If you have a pet that wants to play, that's fine. No
make sure they consent though. Make sure they're at least pet communicator to talk to your pet.
7 years old. Make sure they're at least
7 years old.
21.
Be 49 years old and
that's why I said 7, so it would be 21.
Well, Shannon says Cards Against Humanity is so fun. It's exactly like
so
but you get to put in your own answers, so you can be
as
bad as you want, and it gets
crazy, and our poor kids playing with us, like we're horrifying them, and they're starting to understand our like we ask a question. And Wes is a very literal guy. And so I'm terrified of monster dongs. I don't know if you know this about me. Like Doug has a big one, but it's not like a monster dong. So
it's just all right.
I'm always joking about how I'm terrified of monster dogs. It's like a running thing around here. And also, if you're gonna put something in your ass, make sure it has a flange on it. And there's a whole thing about scissoring. Doug's brother, that's a half whale. There's so many things. There's so many things. You just have to watch the old episodes. And you can comment and we'll come back and talk to you. So, what was I saying? Okay, the game. We all have the panties. We're all playing the game. And we like do different rounds of things.
Yeah.
And so like it's like a card game, like draw 4. Like, Uno. We play Uno, and if it's draw 2, you get to give 2 buzzes to the person to your left.
So basically, in a game like that, if you want to get more buzzes, you would you try to get the worst cards.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe at the end, everyone buzzes you at once.
Oh,
if you're the winner.
Is there separate frequencies for each person? Doug has a PhD. No, I do not have a PhD. I have.
His daddy did though.
My daddy.
He does have a pretty hard dick. Even at 50, he's almost 60. As he keeps telling everyone.
How did this become my private parts show?
Every episode has a Doug's private parts segment. Have you been paying attention?
I have no shame. I have no shame, but I don't want to advertise.
Which way?
Like, I don't think it's.
Here's a quiz. Pop quiz. Which way does Doug's dick bend? Is it to the left or to the right? Let's see if we have a winner. It'll be a nice prize for you.
I'm a private person.
I will send you a picture of Doug's dick.
I don't know if you knew this. I'm an introvert, very private person. Oh,
Tracy says left. It said. I will send it to you later.
Lesbians know about my privates. Mark says right-handed. Yeah, no pictures needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy, for Doug's.
You don't even want. She'll draw a picture.
I just realized, I could be committing some sort of a hate crime,
probably.
or you guys used to work together, or what?
No, we're free. We're citizens.
News headline: Florida woman. Of course, it would say Florida woman sends dick pic to husband's former colleague in Georgia.
In weird game, Jackbox game online syndicate. Speaking of,
woman sues for emotional damage, believed to be hate crime as lesbians do not like dick. Dude, in
a failed conversion attempt of 2 lesbians in Mood Ring, Georgia, a Florida woman sent photos of a beautiful example of. Never mind. Courtney's here. That's a beautiful. There's that beautiful friend of mine. Dog with side eye.
We were just talking. This is a thing lately. When we talk about people, they just appear. Like when we talk about the crowd being huge or whatever, they just appear. And
I believe you called Courtney that short little slut that comes. What?
I did call her a short little vixen.
Oh no! You said you were a horny. She was a horny little something.
I called you a horny little vixen, and I said she is this big and she has.
That's better than
poor woman.
Tiny little slut. That's much better.
I was no. Call her a tiny.
HR cruise directors do not exist for us anymore. Absolutely. Although we do know some people that know some people. I don't know.
We hear some stuff.
Oh, I hear some stuff. Yeah.
But it's really boring.
But you know what? Tracy probably knows other stuff. And if we compare notes, we'll have a lot of stuff.
What I think needs to happen is that the podcast needs to blow up.
And then
so that Tracy can be the Jamie. You know how on the Joe Rogan show?
Yeah,
they have young Jamie. She could be young Tracy.
She's pretty smart.
That's not confusing enough to have Stacey and Tracy together. Do you know? Yeah.
No.
The whole history? Yeah. There's another one.
Courtney says she's a little slutty. A little.
Well, she can't be slutty. She's married and has 6 kids. She doesn't have time to be slutty. She's knocked up all the time.
She's slutty within the relationship when they have time, aside from the 6 kids.
Do people swim when women are pregnant?
Probably. Whoa. Yeah, people are probably into that. We do know some people who know some people with lots of stuff. Oh yeah, you kidding? But no, but I am amazing, and the other one is a cunt. There's something, and then, I can't be big slutty. That's
no. See,
yeah, no. It's better to be small and slutty, I think.
Do people who are pregnant swing? They can make you go from happy 1 minute to feeling like crying the next. Mood swings are very common during pregnancy.
That's not the kind of swinging you were There's a question right
You
there.
would think
Look,
Google would
look.
know me by now. You would think Google would know me by now.
Yeah.
Is swinging? I think that they mean in a swing.
Can you swing during pregnancy? Let's see if that answers the question.
Wait.
No.
Swinging prevents straining and contracts pelvic floor and often intensified to the point of apnea. That's not what they mean. They mean going in a swing. That doesn't look like I'm in a
Please stop
swing.
doing that.
We should do that later. Okay, leave me alone.
I don't know.
I'm trying to be sexy. Can't flirt.
She can't flirt.
There's 2 reasons why we will be married forever. 1, I don't want to go to the fucking DMV because the Volvo's in my name and the Jeep's in his name. And the other reason is I don't know how to flirt. I do have 7 backup husbands. I forget who most of them are.
I was trying to recruit a backup wife yesterday, though, because we met a Bills fan, but that wasn't happening.
She likes her current husband.
Yeah, that's the problem. I like my current wife too, and I don't really need a backup wife. You look
clean, and you were good with the dog today.
Oh, we saw a little doggy today, so it was about this big.
It was like
I'm holding my hands the size of a small loaf of bread.
Cutest little thing.
Gordy says a sex swing. Yeah, well, that's kind of what was happening there. And then, oh, you two are so fun. Oh yeah, we're a riot. So did you find out about the swinging community? Oh, what do they call it? The lifestyle.
Can you swing during pregnancy?
Can you swap partners?
Mood swings again. Wait.
No. You have to rephrase it somehow.
Can you?
This is a. I think this is a question for ChatGPT.
Swingers do it when they're pregnant.
Pineapple. I could see that.
Can you imagine how that would fuck with a kid's psyche to have your mom railed by like multiple dudes while you're like she's knocked up with you and you're just like an innocent little not knowing what the fuck has happened.
I'm sure it happens.
Swinging while pregnant.
Well, Helen says yes, you can. Apparently, Helen knows some folks from being down the Bay View. Will I be judged?
And continued to swing early in pregnancy. We decided to pause once I started showing. However, I'm now 7 months pregnant and I really want to dive back into an event. It's probably pregnancy hormones.
She got some needs. Yeah. Mama got needs.
But something I definitely want to do now. Right now. Not even just now. Right now.
Right now. I gotta go. She stops typing.
Stop it. Yes, I'm over 18. Stop it. I'm trying to read this smut article. It's definitely something she wants to do right now.
My husband and I are primarily party goers.
Do you think I'd receive much judgment for participating while pregnant? We've never seen other pregnant women our events. I think they meant at events we've gone to, so we're not sure if it's an unspoken rule. Like it or not, people will be judgmental. It has nothing to do with pregnancy. It's just what people do. When I was pregnant, the last party, I pretty much closed up the shop. We had some parties and I played, but no penetration, as others have mentioned the risks. No one judged me. Everyone was excited with me. I did end up playing with one partner later at around 7 months. He tested beforehand and abstained while we got together. And that was really great. Maybe that's an option for you. Okay, can I just say this? I don't know about the abstain part, but I feel like if a woman wanted to have a sexual experience with another woman while she was pregnant, that would be okay. I don't know why.
Interesting. The next one says, first of all, this is hot as hell. Second of all, probably not the best idea. Safety first, as far as the judgment part, who cares what anybody thinks? But they had to get the hot as hell part out first.
Will you get some judgment? Yes. Will you get some support? Probably.
Do I personally find pregnant women sexy? Yes. End of this day, what do you think is right?
What do you think? Personally, I wouldn't be interested in playing with pregnant women. STIs are a risk. But we do so as consenting adults. Yada, yada, yada. Pass on the baby.
I hadn't even considered that up until when you mentioned it.
Like smoking or drinking, yes, a once off probably isn't going to affect your child, but I wouldn't take the chance. I agree. Although I could see, like, okay.
Okay, what?
If you want to do some sort of sexual thing for whatever crazy reason you have, do it with like a woman you have a loving relationship with. Like, I think strange dick being in there is like,
well, I don't
tacky.
So,
Like it's
all
tacky.
right. Well, what if what if the woman gets pregnant, starts up with another guy, going to have the other guy's baby? Should she not have pregnant sex with this new guy, boyfriend that she has? I'm sure it happens all the time.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think anybody should just do whatever the hell you want. You're going to do it anyway.
You can do what you want to. You can leave
Yeah.
your friends behind. And if they don't dance,
That's the safety dance.
then they're no friends of mine.
That's a safety dance.
One of my friends' kids would sing the song from Daniel Tiger, and it was "Stop and Listen for Safety." They thought it was "Stop and Listen to Stacy," so they listened to me. Plus, I would like not take their shit because I'm an experienced mom.
Not that kind of experience, though. She's not that kind of experienced at a party.
Oh no,
that's kind of messed up.
I've seen pregnant women at hotel takeovers. They get a lot of attention. It's the rewards. In any case.
Oh, Lisa Johnson is here. She says tacky. Look up tacky in the dictionary and your picture will be there. Thank you, Lisa.
Dude, I'm not going to do that. Just to be clear, I am not doing that. If you mean I'm tacky in general, that's probably true. But I just want to be clear. I am tacky, but I would not be knocked up and doing some sort of swinging thing. We are not swingers. The only reason we have the hashtag swingers is when we hashtag swingers, we get a shitload of people. We take it off. Numbers drop right down. We're willing to consider, like, if you'll pay for a vacation, we'll consider like a soft swap. If you're willing to take us international, like, and it's gotta be like really nice accommodations, then we'll think about it. We can be pimped out. It's really what we're saying.
Says, yeah, I would say you do, but you do your due diligence, stay safe and healthy. Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, for leisure travel van, we would go double airlock.
I'm not going to double airlock. We have very differing views on this whole situation.
The whole world.
Yeah.
What's it like being married to me?
It's like a parking lot carnival. It's fun. It's loud. It's bright. Sometimes a little sticky.
If you're lucky.
And it's a little dangerous. Daniel's here. Daniel's checking in tonight. We had all the favorites tonight.
We're
Daniel.
so glad you're here. Well, Lisa, we're really glad you're here. And Tracy, of course, we're glad you're here. I think Courtney, we're so glad you're here. We're glad everyone's here.
The jury's still out on Lisa, though, because I don't know if she's calling you tacky, me tacky, or just the whole situation.
Knock up women going to
swingers events tacky.
All of that could be true. I think it is all true.
But I guess if you're a swinger, right? Like, and you're.
But be specific. We want to hear all the details. Go on a tirade.
If you're going, you're going with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, literally, before you're pregnant. Yeah. Why wouldn't you just keep doing it?
How do you know who the father is? Because that's my God.
What I'm talking about.
I have a controversial stance on abortion. I was born to a mother who did not want me and told me that she wished she had an abortion pretty much every day she saw me. And Kevin says, boo, hey, Kevin. And so anyway, if abortion were more readily accessible back then, I would not be here. I wish every woman had a supporting community around her when she's pregnant, and I want to build that world. So let's have a hippie commune, and you can all get knocked up or not knocked up or whatever you want to fucking do. Mark, take care of your kid.
Mark thinks guys would form a line to bang the pregnant chick.
Probably. But
you can't really get pregnant twice.
So I had with somebody that I know that's in the lifestyle community. When they found out my stance, they were like, "How dare you? You know what my like life choice is and blah blah blah." And like, okay, like you guys do some. By the way, I don't like the swinging. Like I can kind of understand they do some freaky shit, and I just but like mind fuck shit, and so I just felt like, well, that's kind of a choice you're actively making, and I'm just having a rational response.
Which is okay. Daniel says, I'm still celibate for almost a year now. I don't believe that, Daniel.
I don't believe that.
No.
No one.
Daddy got needs.
Does anyone believe that? If you believe that,
or in this case,
Danny like, share, and follow.
Well, you know what? It's a safe space here, Daniel. You don't have to make like you're this, this celibate man. You can be a celibate man. If that's your choice, that's your choice. But if you just want to do over the pants, that's another thing that you can do.
Something very interesting on the internet today. It was a meme about something. I don't know what it was, but you could put your dick in a jar of peanut butter. That would be nice. Do you think it would be a problem for you if the lid was too narrow? If you could do it in a Costco one.
No, I mean, I don't know, like the organic ones with the separated oil.
Yeah, well, you'd stir it first, or you could stir it while you do
I
it.
don't know. That's pretty like a thick substance. I don't know if.
I think you. Well, there's one way to find out.
We have a sunflower oil or sunflower butter.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
It's almost out. What am I gonna put my dick in that much sunflower butter at the bottom of a $8 jar of sunflower butter?
No, we'll have to get a whole bottle. Here's the thing.
Mark says in a watermelon.
You could do that in a watermelon. That would be nice.
I was gonna get a nice egg sandwich from Cracked.
Warm a banana peel. That'd be nice. You get your protein.
How do you?
Your protein, your potassium. You put in the microwave.
I'm burning myself.
No, 10 seconds at a time.
10-second rule for the banana.
10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. Put your banana peel in there.
Go find out.
Touch it.
There's enough women in the world that are dying to have some sex with you.
Test it on the inside of your arm and then just slide it onto your cock.
Daniel says it's serious. It'll be a year in June. I think I will buy a motorcycle instead of having another woman in my life. Oh, very interesting.
He can be taught.
Both can be very dangerous on the roads.
Daniel, we love you. What was that?
That was a horn of some sort.
It sounded like
some sort of air raid siren.
Maybe.
Tell you. So Daniel, buy a Gretsch. I saw a meme today where this guy was at the altar and he turns around and he's crying. He's at the altar and he turns around to see his new Gretsch, and they pan to a photo of a Gretsch white penguin, and I felt it. I felt like a little right here. I could feel like for that man, and he saw his beautiful Gretsch penguin, white, everything.
And what would be your dream guitar?
Les Paul custom.
Yeah, what do you have?
A Les Paul custom.
And who is the best wife ever?
Probably you. Yeah.
Do you still want the old one?
Old Les Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take a 74. I'd take a 74 white one, just like the Steve Jones.
Oh, so not the black one anymore.
Well, I need a black one. Gotta have a black one. Black one's beautiful, and then but the white one.
But do you still want the Mick Jones one, the one I tried to get you originally?
I want a different year from the 70s. I want a 74, just like Steve Jones.
I don't know what he's going to do with all of these guitars.
It's so good.
It's ridiculous. So we haven't even gone to any of our topics, and it's fucking 9 o'clock. Oh, we read the tarot card. It said it was.
But Lisa Johnson's back, and she says, "Want to hear a good joke?"
Yes, we do.
What's the difference between 3 dicks and a joke?
I don't know.
The Bee Gees. They had 3 dicks, and they had a song called "I Started a Joke." Boom.
Your mother can't take a joke.
My mother's dead, Lisa. So thank you for bringing up old wounds.
But in case you haven't heard, his mother is going to be coming back from the dead to have. She was cremated several years ago.
And her tubes were tied before she was buried.
40,
it was a very strange autopsy.
So it was 44 years ago or something that your mom died?
33.
33 years since his mother passed away. But Elon Musk, in a special partnership, we're going to have to find over these weird rights where as he gets to bring her back to life with hush hush, we can't tell anyone except you guys, but you're not going to tell anybody. And then he brings her back to life, except she's now pregnant. He impregnates her with half a killer whale.
Elon Musk.
Okay. With that, you know how he has all those babies.
Elon Musk is my stepdaddy.
Here's the thing, too. He has all those embryos that he paid for.
Oh, that's right. So Lisa says it's not about your mother; it's a joke, duh.
That's true, but we're having fun with this. So his mother is coming back from the dead.
She's coming back,
having a baby.
93 years old, having a baby.
But
take that.
Elon wants to do experiments on the whale baby. And so we have to free it into the ocean and hope that other whales will take care of it. And we visit it all the time. And when it grows up, it gets an adaptive car and comes and visits us. And it
tank
comes
car.
in the pool.
Yeah.
He has an adaptive tank car. And sometimes I have to go in the menstruation tank.
Does he drive?
Do you know about the menstruation tank? That was
that was a whole different thing.
That's been covered 2 or 3
Kevin
times.
likes the joke. Kevin. You know what? The funny thing is that Kevin reminds me a lot of Daniel Newcomb. And
Yes,
so
you guys get along.
So the two of
They
the two of
probably
them
know each other. They're from the same place.
Oh, they might. I don't know.
Do you
Kevin,
guys know each other?
Do you know Daniel
You should know each
Newcomb
other.
Vale from he was Situate area guy, right?
Situate guy, and he it's funny because he commented
musician guy.
He commented on somebody's post the other day, and I was like, "How do you know them?" And then I remembered he's from Situate. Some of the people from like it's like from people. Everybody has their Facebook frenemies. Let's be honest, we all have Facebook frenemies.
Yeah,
there are people that like we're not
absolutely.
friends with, but we're like we see what they're up to, and we go. And it's so funny because when I do that, I feel like really badly about it.
Yeah.
And so what are you doing? You don't need to read your email. Like when I do that, I feel like I feel bad about it. Like I don't want to have that negative energy in my life. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to unfollow them. Or I'm going to say, actually, usually what I'll do is I'll say a little prayer for them and then I unfollow them. Like I'll be like, I really wish nothing but good things to this person. I hope that, I wish them peace, love, and happiness. I hope they have all the things aligned for the highest and best for them. And so it is. Or it's highest and best for me, or highest and best for you, or I'm really high and I am not wearing any shoes.
So Daniel says he's building a 72 Telly Deluxe with a 50s vintage Telly with a TV Jones in the neck position and a 52 original Brig pickup. Add a Harley, and I don't need a woman. So, well, it depends what kind of amp you got. If you got the right amp with that it's guitar talk. We're going to take that offline, Daniel. Someday we'll talk about that. Tracy says that is called a cyber stalker. That's what she's calling you, a cyber stalker.
I don't stalk you. It's actually funny because I haven't been going on my personal Facebook, and the only reason I realize anything that anybody posts anymore is if it's podcast related, not because I'm ignoring you guys. It's just I'm working so hard on the podcast. It's like every minute of the day. And
Kevin is actually from the luxurious downtown Pembroke, Massachusetts, home of the Irving.
Do you know?
And the Alumni Cafe. Why do I need a pencil? Because my pen broke.
Yuck.
So goddamn good.
I can't flirt. He can't tell a joke.
He left out the LMAO. And Blues DeVille and Blues Deluxe. Yeah, that'll do it up right.
To me. What is wrong with you?
You were balancing Burt's Bees on your lip, and I whacked it with a toy alligator. Where you can?
Is this what your marriage is like? Are you people, or any of you guys married? Is this what your marriage is like?
Well,
this is concerning.
And Mark says it's only stalking if you get caught, especially if you get caught like out in front of the house with some night vision goggles.
We get caught fucking talking about it on our goddamn podcast.
We'll tell you if we're looking at you. We'll tell you. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God,
you do.
So remember the other day?
Uh-oh.
So we have to stop talking about these, but here we are talking about them. Okay. So a couple days ago, a car crashed into a restaurant on Pine Island, killing one woman and injuring severely.
They were sitting out in front of this barbecue place.
We met a woman who was on her way there. She's friends with the people. She was devastated. She's working at a memorial right now. Her name is Mo. Please send good vibes to Mo. So then on our way home from Outback, the guy that was sitting next to us at the bar was in an accident like right before our street. So we live off of Santa Barbara Boulevard, and it was at Santa Barbara and Veterans. And that's where the accident, it was like a 3-car accident. There was a woman like standing in the road with her child. So in any case, they come here and there's an accident. And then today we, lo and behold, open Southwest Florida Uncensored, which I highly recommend watching for like car accident stuff, news stuff like that. It's a pretty good channel. Sometimes it can be a little salacious, but it does seem to have a lot of really good information. So they mentioned that someone drove a Mustang through the front of the Dunkin' Donuts. Well, just through the cafe.
I did see
Dunkin'
that.
Donuts on Pine Island Road, which is that end of town.
It said you can't park here, but it was like, but it did run over one of the outside tables. So if there was somebody there, it
ran over one or two of the outside tables, and it was they pinned the corner, like the front.
Yeah.
I mean, the car's not totaled, but it was pretty significant damage.
Daniel says, I love Pembroke. I was president of the Chamber of Commerce there for years. I don't know if you've ever, Daniel, gone to the bingo night at the Knights of Columbus.
Oh my God, so
on
much fun.
Scoosett Street.
We love that shit. We want to find one down here.
Unbelievable.
Here's the problem too. We want to go, but we do the podcast every night.
Yeah.
So it's like we only have certain time.
So one of my favorite bingo callers in the planet was Cal, who sounds a lot like he sounds a lot like Ed Sullivan from the Ed Sullivan Show. And because you're not looking up and all you hear is Ed Sullivan, when you look up and he's like this old Pepperidge Farm looking guy. And the way he reads G55, it's unbelievable. It's like G55, G55. And so I started doing the voice constantly. Then I realized I was doing the voice in Target in Pembroke or Hanover, and they could have been there the whole time. So anyway, all right. So that was just my little side piece. Yes, my marriage is just fun all the time.
Ours is not fun all the time. You know, I've talked to you.
And it makes your marriage more interesting. What? Boinking pregnant ladies?
No, you're. What are you talking about?
My mom played bingo there weekly. Yeah, it was right next to the old office, and people thought I was people thought I was like crazy for going. We had the best time.
We probably met your mom. Did we ever meet you there?
No, we never met her there.
We used to go all the time. Did she not know? Because everybody in the office used to joke about it.
Well, yeah, but those guys worked upstairs, so they probably weren't as
we need to go to bingo. We haven't gone in a long time.
She was appointed to the Pembroke Cable Committee a couple times in the 80s.
So
you guys must know each other.
I really want to go to like a cool bingo.
Like one of the old school.
Because I think our bingo daubers are dried out. I keep my bingo stuff in a Kate Spade bucket purse.
And we actually used to use all our consumer medical stuff, like the little phone holder thing that they used.
Yeah,
there was a giveaway.
We put our phones on it, and then the pincher
thing that you could hold your tickets on it, and so we were representing quite a bit.
The one thing that we don't have from CM is the expensive Yeti cups.
Oh, I left my Rich Gaffney autographed Yeti cup.
Didn't we end up with two, and like Noelle stole one, and then
I know I had two, and I had Rich sign one. And I don't know what happened to either of them.
I know Noelle wanted
because I never went back after COVID, and it was on my desk, and I just never. And I was gonna go back, and before they closed the office, and I didn't. So
somebody steal that shit. Oh wait, it doesn't exist.
Little petite redhead could have been her mom.
Does she have a name?
Mom.
What's her name? Rose.
Rose was 105 years old.
They would say Rose, and they would say no, her mom's still alive. They would say number 22, and she would ring her bell, and then everyone would say good night, Rose.
She's Joanne. So what was I going to say? All right. So one week there was a lady there that they gave out pens because she was 100.
Yep.
And then every so often they'd we have announcement. Brenda is
dead.
She's not coming back. She's just sit over here.
Remember Howard? Howard used to hit on me so hard.
Howard's the old guy. And then who was the guy that had the
old guys loved me?
They sold candy at halftime. Who was the old guy?
Danny's candy shop. We wanted to set him up with oh my god, what was her name? It was like Helga or something. She was like a rockhead or some crazy. She was like a famous dancer. And then she was like, she couldn't see the board, and Cal announced in the entire room that she couldn't see the board or couldn't hear it.
It was not.
And
good.
He's like, and she was mortified. And we wanted to set her up with Danny, and they were like little friends, and they would sit there together and do their little thing, and it was so cute.
So we did actually start our bingo journey in Whitman, Massachusetts, at another KFC, and they had. Like they'd make a sheet cake and sell it for 50 cents a piece, and you could get like dinner that you get like somebody'd make something, spaghetti or something.
The cake was so good.
And they had cake, and then so halftime was over
for like $5.
Then it would go down to 25 cents, and then at the end they have this half a cake, and they're just who wants cake, But it was such a slice of Americana.
The best part, you could go in there and get like a full spread, like a buffet of a dinner. Like a feast, like Thanksgiving level feast for like $10.
Yeah. Oh, not $10. Even. Yeah. Both of us.
$10. I would have he would have like a cheeseburger, and I would have like a hot dog, and like they would
have salad.
Then we'd have like a some sort of like sausage casserole.
Yeah, there was always some
fried rice,
sheet pan kind of thing.
We would always get all the cake. We would get every one of the cakes, and then we would still get chips and candy at halftime.
Yeah. Because you're
Stuff
there
your
for 8
face.
hours. You know, you were
It's
there
a
for a long time.
long time. And
You
I
pro-
would have to take the cannabis oil. I would take cannabis oil and get baked. And I would take my bra off and slide it to Doug
Slide
under
it,
the
yeah.
table. And all the little old ladies knew me. And we would make friends. And all the people around us always win.
So Kevin says, you probably met my dad. Was the former Grand Knight of the Pembroke Knight of Columbus. She was a Grand Knight. I don't know what.
Fancy.
I don't know what you have to do to get that title, Kevin. But that's
I know the voices of the bingo callers. That's pretty much all I got. We know Cal. We know Howard. There's a few others.
Mark's mom had the best name for a bingo woman.
What's that?
Probably Bingo. I don't know. Bingo Brian. I don't know what was. I don't know.
Barb. Dot.
Dad worked Friday nights with Cal and Danny.
I remember Cal and Danny.
Cal's the guy that says G55.
Is your dad?
G55.
I would like to see a picture of him. Thank you. Was he a bigger guy and with a booming voice, or
Mom always loved dinner at bingo.
Do you have a sister who moved south?
I don't know. Kevin's a little older than me, so I think his dad would have to be a lot older than me. Dot was Mark's mom's name.
That's adorable.
Fantastic. Henry O'Keefe was his dad. Henry Aldridge.
Amazing. Because you're amazing. We love you.
Kevin's the shit. Kevin's good dude.
That is true.
Do you want
to live in a hippie commune with us? You are a master hater.
Well,
I think that's the perk of being a master hater is that you get
invited to your
first dibs on the hippie commune.
Who wants to live in a place ruled over with an iron fist by you?
Okay,
you won't even let your people have an abortion. You're like Alabama, for Christ's sake.
I'll take the baby. We'll take the baby and take care of it.
We can do that.
Or we'll make the mom feel so.
Do all the men get to have pregnancy sex in the swinging?
Whatever the girl wants to do, it's up to her.
It's up to the. Oh, now it's up to the girl.
I would advise her to not do that.
The abortion's not up to the girl, but the sex is up to the girl. This is going really dark, real fast, folks.
I mean, you raise a point that people will make, but my concern is as much for the mother as it is for the child, because I believe not only from a psychological standpoint, it can be very challenging for women. I know a lot of women who have had abortions, and I don't know a single one who's come out unscathed. A, B, it's an energetic transfer. I mean, if I had known that literally every sexual partner you have imprints on you, if I had ever thought about the energy I was bringing in my life, I would be a virgin probably right now.
I have a very funny photo, but I don't think I should share it on here.
Okay, well, you probably shouldn't.
I don't know the people from the KOC. I used to know the Grand Dragon in Montgomery, Alabama. What are you, George Wallace? For Christ's sake,
had to Daniel. Kick off more than one racist before. Do not make us.
No, just because he knows the guy, like he used to know.
He
doesn't know him now.
I knew this woman. I asked her, "What nationality is your family?" I'm I'm Portuguese. It's a big deal to me because I grew up in a Portuguese community. I always like to talk to people about where they're from. My mom's family's Irish, Scottish, English, and German. Also, really interesting to me. I've always been interested in that. I always want to know people from different cultures. I want to get invited to Sunday dinner, and I want to eat the food. Thank you. I do well in other cultures. It's the hair. Just kidding. The hair, I don't know what to do.
So did you say what your friend's nationality was?
She told us that she was, I was like, what nationality are you? And she goes, oh, we're Aryan.
I don't think you can say that.
I did not know that was an option. Thank you for
we're master race.
Me.
Imagine that.
Well, her father was involved with the KKK, and she
Yeah, it's not good.
And I have another story tonight.
Wait, Kevin's got 2 comments. I was adopted, so I believe there's a ton of people that would love to adopt. Absolutely. And my parents did it 3 times. Adopt, that is. I bet they did it more than 3 times.
Dude, could you imagine in a hippie commune how many people would take your kid in? Could you imagine a better we could just take in kids. How cool would it be to have a hippie commune? We just took in a bunch of foster kids.
We almost took that lady's dog today, and it wore a diaper.
Dog. But it really wasn't a diaper. It was
I don't know.
It was
maybe she was afraid of the dog mounting her.
Honest
and
to
getting
God, it was
stuck.
almost like she took a maxi pad and wrapped it around the
dog. You gotta watch the last nights. There was this woman and a dog. It was not good.
Yeah,
crazy. We got some thumbs up. Courtney, Cheryl, our Bills fan, Cheryl, Shannon, of course. Keithy Channing, who we've been talking about,
is going to be
Daniel,
on
Nick,
the podcast on Thursday night. We're going to talk to him and his partner about their new business, the Apothecorner in New Bedford, Massachusetts. I realized New Bedford, Massachusetts. That's really far away. Well, I will tell you this. I just placed an order with them. I can't believe how much stuff I got. I'm so excited for it to come. We're going to do a live unboxing. Hopefully my plant made it through the trip. But I'm sure it did. I'm sure it's fine.
Nice.
And
nice.
And by the way, I'm gonna kill it in a week anyway. But I should manifest that.
Doug no. The orchid's doing great.
Doug will keep this plant alive for years to come.
Yeah, because Doug is responsible. I have a 28-year-old son. There we go.
Wait.
So Tracy says, she's looking at my eyeball. Tracy says, I couldn't have kids, so I'll take your kid. I love kids. See? Yeah, she would make a great mom.
Tracy would be a great mom. Of course, she'd have to change her evening television viewing habits.
Yeah, she can watch this with
we'll
the
get
kids
you some
around.
AirPods.
Stacey, what you're talking about are soul ties, and we make them with every partner we have. It has a very substantial impact on us as we get older.
Exactly. So there you go. Just something to think about. Everybody can do what they want to do. But I do want to start a hippie commune, and if anybody would like to help us with that, that would be great. Okay, so and many people have said I should be a cult leader. I am willing to do it, but I don't need to be in charge of anything. Like I did that my whole life.
Mark's kids are all over 30. Mark's a little older than I am. He had an early start.
Can you taste this?
You're just picking something off of the glass tabletop.
There's a puddle. And
rubbing your finger and saying, "Can you taste this?" That could be anything. That could be any kind of fluid.
Sort of fluid. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of fluid. It's some sort of fluid on the table, and it's. I just want to know if it's clearly Canadian.
Yeah, well, you try it.
Or pool water.
Tracy says they would be okay and informed.
Condensation.
Well, wait. I think Tracy, you could take Mark's kids. They're about your age.
You take me. I'll be a child.
Yeah, and you could raise Mark's kids.
You and Bex can tell me what to do.
Mark's kids seem to be.
I love being told what to do. Are you kidding? That shit gets me
doing
wet.
very well. So what?
Being told what to do gets me wet.
Really? Mm-hmm. You don't do what anybody tells you.
Don't say really like that and say anything sexual at the same time because you sound like Zach, and that's just weird.
Really?
Love him very much.
Well,
but he's a child.
There's certain things that people like because Stacey will be on the phone a lot. And sometimes
by the way,
on speakerphone.
He's not really a child. He's 22, but he's always going to be a child to us. Go ahead. Sorry, I had to clarify.
So, there's certain things that I hear often when Stacey is on the phone. Stacey will say something, and then the other side, whoever it is, will say one of like a few things. One is really like as if it's like shy, and then the other one is I'm aware, and then there's another one too, isn't there?
I have no idea.
There's another one. I'm aware.
He calls me a crazy bitch a lot.
And then some people that just don't know how to respond. Wow. Just wow.
Okay, but
that's
hang on.
I hear that one a lot on your phone.
But the older I get, the more phone calls we have where people are calling me to tell me crazy shit. And you're like, what the fuck?
There's people, well, the worst things that we've learned lately have come from like a Facebook message from I don't know what you're doing over there. It's all leaky.
I don't know.
Wet and sticky. Now she's leaving.
My butt's itchy. It's itchy. Leave me alone.
Her butt is itchy.
Leave me alone.
This is good. This is why the podcast should only be an hour, because once we had now we're at an hour 18. Things are hitting the skids.
What do you mean they're hitting the skids? We haven't even hit the topics yet. I just have a very wet area. Why is there all this liquid here? No, seriously.
Why is there all this liquid?
Why is there all this liquid?
I don't know. I don't know what you did. I am not the keeper of your side of the desk.
Do you guys remember me doing anything?
No. I honestly, are you lactating? You're not like, what are you doing down there? It's crazy. No, it's dry. It's all good. That would be
all good.
Okay. Otherwise, I have to get you some nursing bra.
There's some water. I don't ever want to wear a bra again. We had to squish on the camera because it fucks us up on the new edits. Right. Okay. There's
a quote of the night right there.
I just have a really wet area. I will write that one down. Thank you. I assume that was me.
Yeah. That was definitely you. We have over 65. We have 65 people watching.
Thank you, by the way. So. We are so grateful. We're so glad you're here, and we really want you to be a part of our community. So we do this Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Say it along with me, Master Haters. It's a live and interactive podcast. If you're watching from Twitter, we're so glad that you're there. But if you're over on YouTube at Marital Hate, you can comment. We can put your comments up on screen, and we will do whatever we can to support you. If you have something you would like to say, if you'd like to tell us you love the podcast, if you hate the podcast, you'd like to weigh in on a topic, that's what we do. We love you. And follow us. We'll follow you back.
Daniel says,
Thank you.
Doug, I just sent you my 2 projects. I hope one of those projects is not your penis. Just saying. I will look at those.
I hope one of those projects is your penis, and you should send it to merylhate@gmail.com.
It's happened before.
I love pictures of people's
and Mark,
private parts.
Mark wants to
Send me what you got.
Mark knows that you're ADHD, so she's like, "Is the vibrator app online?" Well, yeah, well, it might be.
That is the thing.
But we're not. You're not equipped yet.
I don't have one.
You have to get one.
I don't have one, but I think that Mark and I've
Mark
gotten
and
some
Helen
hints tonight about Mark and Helen that maybe we should introduce them to.
I don't know. Maybe there's some shenanigans going down there at the Bayview campground.
Well,
they go. I don't know. They go back every year.
They just happen to be nudist RVers called the Roaming Royals. Maybe y'all want to have a little good time.
Why do they have to have a
Have some
name?
eggs.
Like, why is there like a team name?
Helen's like, no, I'll make the eggs. Michelle's like, don't worry, I'll do the linens.
Somebody in
So
those
you've been
swinging
wondering.
situations.
You have been wondering.
Who does the laundry? There's laundry.
I understand that,
There's
but I'm telling you
shrapnel,
that because
there's
Helen is
laundry.
going to make the eggs,
Yes, Helen's.
then Michelle should do the laundry.
But it's Mark's business.
Perhaps
not.
Mark and Art do some pressure washing. You can't leave Art out there by himself to pressure wash. He'll just use his penis.
Yeah. Mark says, "What happens in Bourne stays in Bourne."
Except herpes.
That
So
goes back over the bridge to Rutland with you. Mark lives in the same town as our lovely friend Darlene.
we love Darlene.
Why are you
Darlene?
pulling me back? I'm like
I'm
right
trying to
here.
pull you this way because we need to be.
I am more on the camera than you, and you're pulling me.
Do you think I should be attempting to move?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Or you can reach over and touch the screen and move it one way or the other, rather than
Okay,
try to
can
pull
I-
a big
okay,
fat
can I
man over
suggest-
the. Yes,
Suggest just for a moment here
yes, baby.
that perhaps
Here it comes.
I'm going to need a portable bell.
I liked it better when your area was wet. That's all I'm
Okay.
going to say.
I would appreciate it
Mm-hmm.
if you would consider
Mm.
that I have done a tremendous amount for the podcast recently. That I have been working
Right, I
Every
realize that.
minute that I have not been in absolute agony
Mhm.
or running some stupid errand or whatever, like I have been every waking moment that I have
You
had
have been
available.
podcast,
I have
podcast.
podcast. I have
In
also
my
been a
defense,
coma.
If you look at the screen right now, who's more on the screen than me or you?
Yeah, I'm suggesting.
You're
that-
flowing off the screen.
I'm suggesting
like a
that your
waterfall.
job. I'm suggesting that your job is to make sure we're both on screen. Art school.
I don't control you, even though
I'm
that
asking
turns
you
on.
to control me. I told you
Right.
it turned me on. I told you that I had a wet area. So why can't you just follow simple fucking instructions?
Wow, that's rude.
This is the problem with me. I talk from the bottom. I keep trying to tell Doug how to do it. He doesn't do it.
I can't be bothered. I'm almost 60. Daniel is looking for a way to make some passive income. Must be passive.
Oh,
You
would
could just
like
lay
to wear
there
a
and-
vibrator and we
and-
can have
and
people pay.
Ladies can come over
Oh.
and ride your
Hear me
stuff.
out. Hear me out. We
Like
start
a-
a business.
All right, business coming.
We start a business and we have like 50 people and they're all like regular people and they've agreed to give like a brief bio about themselves and they have the vibrating panties on and you can pay like a certain amount of money, like almost like what's that thing, Cameo?
Yeah.
Where like people will do a cameo, like a celebrity, like you pay $100 and Muck Sticky will give you like a 3-minute video or whatever. And so which I so want.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it for a 1 year and then I wanted to do it for 200 and I didn't. And I tried to reach him and it didn't work out. And we've just had a lot going on. What was I saying? What are you doing?
I had a money-making idea that I had to write down.
Okay. People on the podcast, Muck Sticky, Cameo, like
yeah.
Cameo.
Yeah.
Right. It's not Cameo.
You-
Cameo,
yeah.
but it's vibrato or something.
Vibrato.
or like Probo or like whatever. It's like
Probo.
it's like zappatwat.com. I don't know. We're gonna have to work out because you can
I think we
zap
could
an
make some,
ass.
yeah, I think you could make some money doing that.
Zapper.com. Okay, whatever. And so these various people, you pay different levels. So like say somebody is like, okay, I don't really have any money and I want to get off anyway. So I'll do it for like $20.
What about
So-
Carol Burnett? Can we get her? Like,
Hear me
she's
out.
like 90
So
something.
like say somebody who's like, maybe a crackhead, is willing to do it for $20, and like they get their little crack rock, they do their crack, and they're fine. They might maybe they do it all day until they die. That's their choice. They're adults. So so then you can have like up to celebrities. It could be a Carol Burnett. Like, what do you think Carol Burnett would charge for you to give her like a vibrating?
$40,000.
So okay, so for $40,000, you can get Carol Burnett off. I bet she would appreciate that.
She would, I bet.
I told you, do you know the story about when my grandmother died?
Vibrato sounds like a pharmaceutical.
Do you know the story about when my grandmother died? If you don't know the story about when my grandmother died, you need to find that episode. I'm just telling you. It's pretty much my funniest story that I have ever told, ever witnessed in my life. The long and the short of it is my grandmother didn't know if she ever had an orgasm, and I killed her by offering to give her one.
It's inappropriate.
That's the long version.
It's inappropriate to give a dying woman.
And my grandparents were cousins. And there's more to the story.
Well, but that didn't lead to your birth, so there was like a second marriage.
No, they did not have children together, despite my deformities. Clearly, with the personality, and I have really bad teeth. I'm very self-conscious about them.
Well,
I would like to get them all ripped out and get new teeth put in. If you are a dentist that would like to sponsor teeth on my podcast, I will sing your praises till the end of time. It would make me feel so good. And you could be like a good person. Not that you're not a good person.
Little Tommy just got
and I'm sure there's people that need it more than me, but I need some things. Congratulations about your tooth, Tommy. He's not. Is he?
I don't know. He hasn't checked in tonight. But
I'm looking for.
Joanna Connor did though. Talk about a blues guitarist, Daniel. There's one. I should turn you on to her if you don't know her already.
Okay, so does anybody want to try this vibrating game? And who would you like to pay for it? Would you like to do butt plugs?
No.
What do you mean?
Oh, the people out there. I'm going to opt out of that, I think.
Hear me out.
Yes.
There's an app.
There's an app, yeah. I'm not giving Mark control of my butt plug.
Hear me out. I have decided that I'm going to wear the vibrating panties because I like to get off. I could lay in the pool, get off all day.
You're going to get electrocuted.
I'm not done. They'll be waterproof. I'm going to get in the pool. I'm just going to float around in my flamingo and have my drink. You're going to bring me snacks and stuff. I'll just float around the pool.
Sounds like a great time for me. Yeah.
Okay. I will be naked getting off in the pool. You can just get me a snack occasionally and whatever. We can do sex things if you want, whatever you want. We can play cribbage.
I don't know how this is.
We can do sex things, whatever you want. But hear me out. We're doing some business. We're making good money, but we're getting offers for you. Somebody wants you to put a vibrating butt plug in your butt and they want to push the button. Billy from Peru. How much would he have to pay you?
Lisa Johnson says the ass is an exit, not an entrance, period.
Okay, well, that's maybe true for some people, but this is a hypothetical situation.
It's hypothetical.
Hypothetically, what amount of money would Billy from Peru have to pay you to put a vibrating butt plug in your butt that he could control the battery on?
Probably a lot. Probably a lot. I don't know.
$100,000?
$100,000 last year. Maybe. Could you steer her with it? Like, Billy. If you're floating around and you like buzz you, like, is there a way to like propel you around the pool?
I bet if I had nipple clamps on, like vibrating nipple clamps, I could do that. I've never done that, but my nipples are really big, so it's hard to find things that'll fit around them.
It's hard to find. She has to go to the big adult nipple store.
You know what I've noticed is that kinky sex people are always finding like strange shit that's like not like necessarily for sex to do sex things with,
such as like a mop,
like carrots aren't inherently naughty, but if you shove it up your ass,
I think if you shove anything up your ass, you're probably turning that object into a naughty thing.
Maybe you're trying to turn it into a diamond.
Tracy says, Mark, I don't know you, but I like the way you think. I told you how you people would get along.
No, you guys are all amazing. You're all going to be best friends. That's the whole point of this podcast, is that we bring people together who are fucking crazy.
Literally known Mark longer than you've been alive, Tracy. And you're no spring chicken.
Lesbians and old people can be friends.
Oh yeah, no.
That's a series we're doing here at Marital Hate. Lesbians and people can be friends. So lesbians and Christians can be friends was last week. This week, it's lesbians and old people can be friends. They're almost 60.
Yeah, I have a like a slogan. Les be friends. Get it? And you're friends with everybody?
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't Les be friends? Why can't... Oh, here we go. 2 to 4 women in the pool and have a bumper vibe. You have like a bumper, like, and then you put your legs out so you kind of do the thing.
Whatever,
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
whatever works, whatever pays the
Mark's
bills.
gonna spend
really
all
works.
his egg sandwich money on the pool.
Lisa says sodomy, no thanks. Well, that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, there may be people here that want to be pregnant swingers, and there may be people here that are sodomy, no thanks people.
There are people that
They may be people that are gay, straight, cats, dogs. We don't care.
Bestiality,
having a good time.
the whole thing.
We got in trouble for saying bestiality.
Really?
Yeah, you can't say bestiality on TikTok.
Oh. Well, we're not on TikTok right at the moment, are we?
No, that's the thing. You miss stuff when you're on TikTok. We're gonna have to get one of those Patreon things one of these days. So they're gonna stop pulling us down. As a matter of fact, I back up episodes every now and again.
Yeah, because I don't know the safe words,
and I haven't done it in a while. No, it's just that we've had one video get pulled down already. Fortunately, I had already backed it up on. I can back up from Facebook or YouTube and now StreamYard, but we need to clear them out again.
Whatever floats your inner tube.
Yes, well, there you go.
Or your private parts.
Quite frankly, my tits do all the floating for me. I don't really have to do any work.
But whatever floats, whatever
They're
you
real.
got.
Although I would like, when we win the lottery tonight.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You're getting a little tuggy up.
A little lift. And maybe take all of my belly fat and put it in my titties. That would be nice. Although my doctor said that if it jiggles, it's not fat. Fat is hard. If it jiggles, it's water weight. Isn't that interesting?
So you know what you should do? Become a cactus or a camel and not drink any water.
I just want to be healthy. Honestly, I don't even know what to do. I should be doing the sauna more.
You know what we haven't talked about tonight?
Your penis?
My new album.
Oh my God.
Out now.
So
Doug Gear songs 1 through 10.
If you haven't listened to it, please do.
Available on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, for Christ's sake. YouTube.
At almost 60 years old, Doug put out his first album. It's called
I Play Every Instrument.
Doug Gear Songs 1 through 10. You have to do literally nothing to be able to listen to it if you have, say, a Google Home. So you can say, hey, Google, play Doug Gear Songs 1 through 10.
And guess what happens?
Come on.
It plays
boom. You have an Alexa. You say, Alexa, play Doug Gear Songs 1 through 10. Sometimes you'll get Woody Guthrie. I'm not going to lie to you.
If you have a butler at home, like an actual guy,
yeah,
you say, hey, butler.
Your phone.
Play Doug Gear songs 1 through 10. He'll go on Spotify.
He'll help you out.
Yeah.
Or you can just talk to your phone or put it in your phone. In any case, it's really good. It's got a little something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
There's even there's like a Run DMC Aerosmith vibe to one song. Yeah. There's like a there's like poppy stuff stuff that's in there. There's one song that makes me think of Billy Joel, and Doug hates Billy Joel. And it's like funky, and it's like, I don't know. It's friendly. Got like Clash vibes.
It's friendly. It's mean.
Yeah.
It's all the things that I am.
Although I'd like to see a little bit more soul in the next album.
Right now, funky. the two songs three songs I got going are kind of hard rockers.
I gotta say, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't know what I was saying.
Okay.
Comments? And Tracy says I definitely have some Aussie side, which I don't think I do, but maybe it just seeps out.
It was funny because Andrea said Led Zeppelin. I was like,
I'm
he
not a big
hates Led Zeppelin.
Not a big Led Zeppelin fan, but
somebody's gonna call and say he looks like Tom Brady.
But somebody was actually kind of accurate. Like, I don't know if you know who David Johansen was. He sang for the New York Dolls. He was the guy Buster Poindexter with Hot Hot Hot, and he had a whole sort of indie career. And so somebody said that I sounded like him, like at least from a voice standpoint. And then somebody else last night, just yesterday, said that I had a great voice. They liked my voice, which I thought was very nice.
Everybody who hears you sing loves your voice.
But it's all about for me, anyways.
If
it's
you
all
hear
about
it, you'll love it. If you don't,
we'll
give you your stream back. The 0.0000. What do we get? 0.002.
All right. If you don't like the album, you can buzz my my panties. I really didn't sign up for this. I'm a recording artist. I am a Spotify certified recording artist. Thank you very much.
If you listen to the entire album, if you buy the album and you don't like it, you can give him a buzz. That's our guarantee to you. I will buy. Wait, is that just panties or is that a vibrating butt plug?
No, I don't know. I don't know what these things are. You've seen me going to one of those stores. I don't know what the hell anything is for. Like, what is this for? Looks like jumper cables.
Whatever floats your. Never mind.
Right.
Oh, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've already have all the comments.
Why don't we start looking at our hashtags? And getting away from this whole.
So there's some movie apparently, and I forget what it's called. It's either coming out or going to be made, and it's about faking the moon landing.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
Can't wait to see it.
It looks fantastic.
Do we know
and
what it's called?
It's like a comedy. Oh geez, you had that.
I thought it was like Make Them Fly.
It's awesome, and and it's like they use some of the rumors, like they said, like to the director, like if you don't wise up, I'm getting
yeah, fake ones.
I'm getting.
And isn't is John Cena? No, what's his name? Oh my god, the hot one. Channing Tatum is on that. He's dreamy. Although not really my type. Although he looks.
I think it's called Fly Me to the Moon.
That might be it.
Mixes real life Apollo history and moon landing hoax theory.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which is fantastic. So
Tracy says maybe it's better if you don't know what these things are for. What things?
Oh, the sex shop things.
I probably get myself into trouble. I'm clearly getting myself into trouble.
I remember a time we were in P-Town and like you girls were walking around and I was walking around. I had a feather boa on. Long story. I became Bumbledug. Because it was striped. It was red. And it was black and yellow all the way up. And so I looked like a bumblebee. So I became Bumbledug, and Bumbledug is a French mom. Anyway, so I sort of lost track. I'm walking through and I'm in some sex toy store in Provincetown. And so I realized that I'm in a sex toy shop dressed as Bumbledug with a feather boa, and my family and my wife are nowhere to be found. So which was kind of like odd for me. And I'm like, well, I don't care what they think of me. I really didn't. But I busted back out onto the street and it was fairly empty. And there's a guy walking down the other side of the street. Hi, Bumbledug. And I'm like, people up and down the street knew who I was. Bumbledug. Because apparently I'd been going into stores. I am Bumbledug. I am here to buy this sex toy. I thought it was hysterical. And I could not stop doing Bumbledug.
I thought it was really funny. I was just very, very high.
You're just very high. So let's wrap it up before you say something you probably shouldn't.
No. Okay, so it's
or fall asleep.
Hashtag Candy. Candy Burris, who was on The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
No idea.
She's been on a lot of stuff. She was on Celebrity Big Brother.
Is that the one you showed me the other day?
I believe so. She was on one of the seasons of Big Brother that we watched with Nolan. Where is her IMDb? Beautiful woman.
Candy.
So she was in the R&B group Escape, and she's been producing music, and she does some nice stuff. She was in the Adventures of Pluto Nash for the soundtrack, Big Mama's House, also soundtrack, The Other Guy's soundtrack, Osmosis Jones soundtrack. So she's a music producer. She's doing great stuff.
Nice.
And good for her, and we should be friends with her because well, she's cool as shit. She had a sex toy line.
Oh.
And she works with some really cool musicians, and I think she's just really genuine. I really like her a lot.
All right.
I don't know what she's up to now, but she's definitely like, if you're gonna watch a Housewives show,
but she's trending.
She's one of the few, and I don't know what's going on that she's trending, but she's like one of the and she had this whole wedding that was like oh, what was it? It was like she wanted it to be like Coming to America and the theme, and she just, oh my god, she's just amazing. She just has really good energy, and she's super sweet, and I just love her. I don't know.
Nice.
That's a picture. It's actually, I want to show you this. It's not the most flattering picture ever, but the reason I want to show it to you is because it just totally captures who she is. Like, she'll give you like a little side eye, but she's like really caring and thoughtful. And I just think she's just like, of all of the housewives, like there's only a few that I'm not like cringe.
It looks like she's getting a little buzz on the remote control panties right there.
Well, I hope she is. But I will tell you that of all the housewives, there's only a couple I could see myself being friends with. And
they're mostly foul.
I used Candy. I used to really like Kim and Troy, and I'm so sad that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what the latest is?
I think he was a really nice guy. I think she was a little higher maintenance. Although I think she was nice, but I think she just needed to take a chill pill, and I think she'd been much better. I don't think she was a terrible person like most of them. But
you don't think that
Kim Zolciak? I don't think she had a lot to work with, but I don't think she was a terrible person. But she would just she was kind of a diva. So but yeah, I like. I
don't know what's going on with Candy Burris right now.
Tracy loves the Bumbledug story, and she loves Kim and Troy. Is it Troy or Croy?
Croy.
Croy. Okay. Yeah.
Troy.
I thought
is
I
one
was
of-
going nuts.
Troy is one of our friend's sons. That
I
lives
don't
in
know.
Florida.
I know Mia Troy, but a friend from grammar school.
No, this is a young man.
Young man.
I don't know what's going on with her right now.
All right, whatever.
There's a band called Black, BLAQUE, that has released a song or an album, and
in competition with my album.
that's in competition with Doug's album, but you can certainly check that out. And then of course there's they're doing the Queens of R&B tour with Escape, SWV, Maya, Total 702. Get your tickets now, yada yada yada. I don't know anything about that, but I do know I love all these like retro 90s concerts. Like they're my favorite. Like I want to go to all of that shit. It's like when we were growing up and like there'd be like a Beach Boys concert and we're like, oh, the Beach Boys. And then like we're those old people now.
Well, I actually just saw, I have to look this up. Abducted by the 80s is a tour that's happening.
Oh my God, I want to go. I want to go see Muck Sticky so bad.
Hang on. I have to pull this up. Men Without Hats, The Motels, Naked Eyes, and Emotion. Because they're an obsession. Obsession. And Wang Chung.
Wang Chung's going to Disney too.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
There's a lot of good concerts at Disney. There's been a bunch I wanted to go to. I would love to have a season pass to Disney. I would go so much.
It won't let me
if we can afford it.
because
oh my God,
I think there's more acts, but
when we can afford it, I'm gonna lose my mind. I would go all the time. I'd be like, there's a concert I want to go to.
Men Without Hats. Yeah. And look what he's playing right there. Look what Jack Hughes is playing on Wang Chung right there.
That's a Les Paul, baby.
No, that is not a Les Paul. That's a Gretsch penguin, is what that is. Or a white falcon. It's a white falcon, actually, is what that is. Which we were talking about before.
He likes guitars, turtles, the weather, Buffalo Bills, and pussy. Mostly tits, though. Well, and ass.
So I like all the things.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes, and you have a special affinity for Black women.
I do. I think black women are beautiful.
I'm not Black.
So sue me.
Just like another one of those ways that like I can't measure up in society. I'm not Black.
You are a very beautiful woman.
Thank you.
You're stunning.
But I'm just telling you this. In the Black community, a woman is embraced for her curves. White people, we're self-hating fucking idiots sometimes. And in I don't know. I find I enjoy the Black community in my experiences with them.
Excellent.
In my life.
Disney does have amazing concerts and
white people,
security. Being security, she got to see a bunch for free. I would love to see what groups you saw. One time we were there and we had tickets to see Boys to Men like across the lagoon.
We missed them.
And we missed them, but we're over on the other side of the lagoon and we hear end of the road. Like and we can hear it.
Let you go.
But there was some interesting acts.
To me. I belong to you. Sorry for that. Sorry. My singing is so bad. Doug can't even balance me.
We were hoping that maybe this year Belle Biv DeVoe would be showing up.
Now you know. I think they were there this year.
Yeah.
I think they were. I would give
that'd be a show to see.
Yeah. Okay. Taylor Swift is trending because she's having these pop-ups and people are like lining up for like days.
What, to buy merch?
I don't know what the fuck.
I'm gonna have to make some marital hate merch and have a pop-up.
We are going to do that.
The only thing
would you guys like buy like a marital hate t-shirt? Or would you want to have
vibrating?
We actually really don't make any money
panties.
in that kind of shit anyway. So we'd like just be happy to whatever. But Doug had some t-shirt ideas that he was going to put on there because he does have a t-shirt company. It makes about $200 a year.
If that. Used to make more, but I did I had this idea of selling shirts with businesses that have closed down, like Caldor, Ames, Zayers.
It's called Vintage Worcester.
In Worcester, every place goes out of business eventually, and so I created it. I showed it at an art show, and people loved it. And then the art show got a little antsy because I didn't own the copyrights to all these dead businesses.
They kicked him out,
and so they're like, you can't do it. And so I'm like, forget you people, because it was where I was going to really make the most hay was at that art show to really get the word out. But the word got out anyway, and I sold a lot of them. And
every time I put you on Pinterest, we sell.
Yeah. So every year I get couple $100 from it. I could spend some time and put some more logos up there. But the cool thing is that my dad worked for, he was a professor, but on the side, he worked for a sign shop because he liked to work with his hands, and he would cut out the plexiglass and stuff like that. So I would always see the signs being made for these companies. So when I was probably the first person to ever digitize some of these old like logos from these Worcester restaurants and grocery stores and things like that, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, when I had the idea. And now everybody's doing it. Vintage t-shirts are like a thing, and there was just no way for me to really like take that idea and like copyright it in any way.
Well, you could buy the logos. Is there a massive lizard wrapped around that light right there?
I think that's a cobweb.
I think it's a lizard. I'm 99.9% sure that is a lizard.
Something's hanging this way. I have to go
inspect. From over here. Look from this direction. That is a lizard. Sorry, we live in Florida. There's lizards, but we get excited about them still. We fucking love those little fuckers.
Spiderweb.
No, it's not.
This right here. Spiderweb.
Nope. No, it's right next to the lamp. Right like the rim of the lamp. It's right along the edge there.
This right here.
I wish you guys could see it. Yep. Oh no, that is not a lizard. Dogs are bad, kids. Sorry about the lack of lizards.
There's no lizard. I'm back.
There's no, in fact, no lizard. I'm just really high.
No.
It's good weed.
No.
Granddaddy Purple Kush, motherfuckers. Okay, so she's having some sort of
she's having a baby
tent, a pop-up poetry library with Tortured Poets Department album release with Spotify. So apparently you'll be able to access the library the first come first served basis during the Grove's opening hours, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. with no early entry. Spotify also notes that Swift won't be present at the event. Even if you can't attend in person, you can check out all the details in both Teen Vogue and Spotify social media. No, she's not. The Tortured Poets Department, a Spotify library installation. More surprises up her sleeve during the release week, especially has otherwise been a low-key life album cycle. She's previously dropped a playlist of collaborations with Apple Music with 5 Stages of Grief tie-in. Fans are still reeling from the categorization of some of her biggest love songs as acceptance or denial. Blah, 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 blah. Healing and processing experiences in her life. Yada, yada, yada. Travis Kelce, the Chiefs keep beating the Bills. Doug hates that. I don't know what this woman has done, but she has like those Swifties are crazy. Like there's like a legion of them.
No, they love it. They love it.
They have like, yeah.
I did see her little concert film. It was good. It was a lot. There's some sameness to her songs, but she did it right. I mean, that thing was a spectacle. So gotta hand it to her. She's using the technology, the creativity. It's all kind of working. So.
I just don't agree with all of the choices she's made. I also don't agree with all the choices I've made. So there you go. The Toxic Avenger is
if you guys remember last night, we had seen the Toxic Avenger.
We're not going to talk about it tonight because it's 9:48. But we want to give you weekend homework between now and next Monday. You got to watch Toxic Avenger. So between now and next Monday, watch the original Toxic Avenger. Of course, we're going to talk about it probably Tuesday, but next week we're going to talk about the Toxic Avenger, and I want everybody to get a chance to watch it. It's available on a bunch of networks for like free.
I have a comment. We have a couple comments.
I just want to tell them this real quick. It's available on Freevee, Peacock, Plex, Pluto TV, Tubi, Prime Video, and Amazon. So everybody can get it.
Watch
for free.
Kevin asked, Doug, is that Morse code in the opening of Antenna Farm? Well, yes, it is, Kevin. I actually found a translator online that will give you a wave file that you can drop in the audio file. And so the chorus of the song is Such is Life in the Antenna Farm. So I typed that in. I took that file and I put it in there. So it's like beep, 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 beep. Such is Life in the Antenna Farm. I can't believe that you picked that out of there. Yes, it is.
Well, he's a musician. So
he is. He is.
Kevin's a guitarist as well. Or no?
I think Kevin was more of a producer, was he not? Tracy wishes she had the equipment. She used to do custom embroidery and screen printing. Screen printing is fun. Vintage Worcester is the name of my t-shirt company. And then she would wear a shirt.
A t-shirt. Yeah, we already covered that.
For us. Yeah, for sure.
Let us know if we missed anything because we I'm high and Doug's only one person.
Kevin played drums. Yeah, Kevin, you want to play on my next album? You come down here, bring some drums.
I want to learn how to play drums.
We'll buy drums and we'll return them like the next day after we record you.
We could do that would be dishonest, or he could bring drums, or we could borrow something.
And he's a production assistant, so you'll notice the lack of production assistant. I didn't have
You
a
guys
production
should talk
assistant.
because he did all of his production himself, and he's
Yeah, I
having
don't know
trouble
what the hell
getting
I'm
all
doing.
the
I don't know
balance
what
of
the hell I'm
equal or
doing.
whatever. I don't
Used
know.
to be easy. You
I
used to
thought-
go and record. They'd give you a cassette. You take the cassette down to the college radio station. They play it. You get a gig. You play the gig.
I think it sounds amazing. And I know that you
Yeah,
noticed
only
a
a
couple
couple
little
people.
things, but I've seen records that are studio produced by like labels
Yeah.
that don't sound as good as what you put out. So recently,
Well, Kevin says he sucks. Ha ha.
you do not.
Well, that's why. Maybe that's why he's not a production assistant anymore. Plus, but I think you were a good one in your day, Kevin. I will give you that much. But yeah, it's a whole different ball of wax now. It's all ball bearings. That was a line from Fletch, the movie Fletch in the 80s. Anyone catch that? No. Okay.
I was just trying to figure out if the Toxic Avenger is a Marvel character.
I don't believe it is.
How do you know?
Because it was never in a Marvel comic
Is the
book.
Toxic?
Oh, he sucks as a drummer. Oh, well. You can't have a good band with a crappy drummer. You gotta have a good drummer. But if you just hit him hard like Bonham, you can make some noise. You can fit in there.
The Toxic Avenger, if you're noticing a theme here, there's a reason why, is an American superhero black comedy splatter film media franchise created by Lloyd Kaufman. Recently saw an interview with him. He's sharp as a tack. It originated in the 1984 film of the same name and continued through 3 film sequels, a stage musical, a comic book series from Marvel Comics, a video game, and an animated television series. So it is Marvel, and Marvel is trending. So we have achieved our hashtag.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
So we hope you're enjoying that. And then over here, do you have a comment you need to read?
Nope, I was just seeing because more people had.
John Legend is trending. Why?
We don't know why.
I will tell you, this fucking idiot was on some like political.
How do you know
show.
he's a fucking idiot? Why don't you dial that back?
I don't know. I want him to go back to singing whiny bitch songs.
Yeah.
And shut the fuck up. He's like on, but like, why is it? And like, listen, he should speak his truth wherever he wants to. But like, we're doing a serious news. This is like a news network that's interviewing John Legend about the presidential. Like, we don't care. Like, why do people care what a celebrity has to say about anything?
His father was in politics. I don't know.
Maybe, but I will say this. My grandmother, the 1 week of the year that she hated Jeopardy was Celebrity Week because they would put the celebrities on and they were the biggest fucking idiots on the planet. Wheel of Fortune, they're even worse. On Jeopardy, at one point, they switched them over to all people like, I don't know, fucking Geraldo Rivera and like Christina Amanpour and like, I don't know, Anderson Cooper. Like, like they put very smart people, not newscasters, not celebrities. Because, you know, when your job, some are smart, I'm sure, but maybe not like the rest of us in a lot of ways. And I aspire to one day be that. But I think it's just a tough environment. And also Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers
is chatting again. Aaron Rodgers notably had some amazing performance after using ayahuasca. He was heavily criticized for it. He's been heavily criticized for his stance on vaccines. He's been on the Rogan show. I think that episode got pulled down. He's of the JFK ilk in terms of the concerns about RFK. Sorry, RFK Jr. RFK Jr. He's voiced concerns about what's happening with pharmaceuticals in this country. I've voiced those concerns. What's his name? We were just talking about him.
John Legend.
No, John Legend does not voice those concerns.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Joe Rogan. Like, you know, there's a lot of people out there who have had concerns. So this podcast will probably get pulled down because I said that, but I will say that everyone should do their own research. And as someone who has a chronic illness, I learned the hard way that I have to be very careful about what comes into my body. I would not be as sick as I am had I done that.
Especially the penis.
Yeah, be careful what kind of penis you put in your body, and maybe don't do that while you're swinging and pregnant.
I don't know. You know what?
Listen,
let people do whatever they want to do.
But I don't know. You do you. And then
what if the baby absorbs?
That's all I got for clips.
What if the baby absorbs the energy from the sexual partner that's not the dad?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what happens for sure.
And he has multiple personalities.
Well, that could be really fucked up. There could be all kinds of problems. Last night on Marital Hate, we discussed this torture device women endured. If you saw our wall today, you saw it.
Yeah.
It's the world's first chainsaw. It was built in like 1784 or some crazy
can't even
year.
think about it.
It's right on the podcast. On yesterday's. In any case, we talked about that, and Doug was like feeling sympathy pains.
Good
and so if that sounds like something you might be interested in, go watch last night's episode. It was really funny. It was actually a really good episode. Like we were on fire, and there was like there was like an eighth of the people there last night, because we have people on all different platforms. We can see you, most of you. We can see 64 of you right now, but there's more people than that in some cases.
And then some watch tomorrow and stuff like that.
And then a bunch will probably about another 200 to watch tomorrow, and then other people will watch later. We're getting our numbers up, and thank you for all of your support. It means the world to us. We are so glad you're here, but mostly we want to bring people together. So make friends, come back, be part of the conversation. Berliner. People love you. We're here. We're happy you're here, and we love you.
Wow. And that's the sausage fest.
I don't know that there was any sausage involved in that fest, but okay. And so Doug pointed out that when they shove it up your cooch and cut your shit open, that there is, in fact,
no coming back from that.
Yeah. I did share a couple of clips, one about my hair being a beacon as a warning sign. Doug did a possibly racist.
It was very racist. An insensitive
version of a Guatemalan kid being horrified by my dad. And if it's horrifying, then he may be canceled forever. And then we're so sorry. And if you're offended by it, and you want,
it was never really uncanceled. So
there's that too. But I'd also like to state for the record that the other question that we asked was, does my dad have a second family? Because I know somebody who Doug knows and also knows my dad who thinks that my dad has a second family like in Guatemala. Rumors. Oh, speaking of my family, congratulations to my Aunt Cheryl. She passed her real estate exam.
Very good. Yes, Yay! Thank you. Excellent.
And I tried to talk to her earlier, then she called me back. We're playing phone tag.
Phone tag happened.
Not everyone likes our podcast, and that's okay, because Barbara York said this podcast is a waste of precious time, and she's signing out.
Which we never asked her to sign in, by the way.
You don't have to sign in. Also, one time they said I look like a Courtney Love, and not in a good way. Yeah. I'm starting to see it. You're right. I look like shit. But the permanent makeup lady's here, and she's gonna sponsor us.
I look like Kurt Cobain. She
does not want there to be any sodomy, but
meaning he's been dead for
maybe
30
she
years.
Sponsors the show and puts.
And this
on
is
my
what
face.
He looks like now.
Makes my face look better. What if she gave me like a weird looking face, like a really raised eyebrows?
That would be weird.
Oh, I really would like.
Surprised.
I would like raised eyebrows. It will make my face look less droopy.
All right, Droopy, wrap it up.
Okay, so we played FMK, although you didn't seem to play. Why didn't anybody play?
I didn't see that one today. I did not see that one today.
I fucking answered this.
I did not see that one today. You made a mistake.
I fucking answered this one. What the fuck?
Hey, Lisa Johnson said, yeah, you're right. It's not a bus station. No need to announce departure. Yeah, I don't know why she was. Yeah.
It was so funny, but like I screenshotted it and I was like, oh, thank you for supporting our podcast. Your dog is really beautiful. What's his name? And she blocked us. Pulled the whole thing down. But I screenshotted it.
So nice. It was just so like, it was just like, I don't know why it was just like, she took time out of her day.
Dude, here's the problem. So one of the things that they tell you to do in order to be active on, to build your following on the internet is they tell you to engage on the platform. So they want you to like engage with other people's content. So that could be your friends. And of course, if you don't have public pages, it's not really the same, but to engage with people's content, to like, follow, share, whatever, but interact. That's the biggest thing. And so when I interact with something, if someone likes it, I can invite them to follow the podcast, and some people do. And but again, 50% of the people that watch podcasts don't even subscribe. So there you go. So we have some idea about the numbers.
Yeah.
Like we have like thousands of plays now, but and we have like 15,000 hours of played footage on YouTube.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool.
Wow. That's something.
But
you must be doing something right.
The point is we play FMK. And so we played FMK with Dwight and Michael and Jim from The Office.
Mhm.
And that was a tough one for me. Because, okay, hear me out. Jim's like a nice guy. Seems like a good dad. He's handsome enough.
Yeah, he's not going to
Kinda
toss you around
skinny
in the
for me.
bedroom.
He's a little skinny for me, a little young for me. Michael Scott, he's funny. He's attentive. But he's kind of a weenie.
Yeah.
And he lives in a condo. And then there's Dwight.
Dwight is a beet farmer.
He has been watching animals fuck. And he's German. And he has a farm with beets.
Yeah.
And then there's the cousins. So if you want to be freaky, you can be freaky with it.
And I think you have to go in a hole or something. Wasn't they had like get married in a hole?
So I was willing to marry any one of them, really. But I decided that because I get upset, like when we're playing MFK, you guys don't take it seriously. I'm like, that's not the rule. You have to pick. And you have to explain. Like, I'm always going to ask you why. Unless it's obvious. Like one of them's your ex-husband or something. Like, okay. Yeah. By the way, so much more fun to do when you know the people. Next time we have a guest on, we'll do MFK with us and the guest. 3, yeah. It'll be like, except like the next time it'll be like me, you, and Nolan. Mary fuck kill.
That's not okay. Nolan. That's not okay.
You have the poor kid complex. If you would like to play Mary fuck kill when you come on the podcast with us in it, we would love to do that.
We have to get written consent.
You're gonna have to have consent. We're not gonna blindside you with that.
We're not going on a 3-hour tour here. We're not going to that.
Okay,
so let's wrap this shit up with our gratitude.
I'm gonna marry Dwight. I'm gonna fuck Michael because he seems like he would appreciate it. I'm gonna kill Jim because he's bony. And I like beets. Sorry, Jim. And asked, would you rather hotel or cabin? One of our friends said a hotel.
Ritzy hotel or cabin.
Ritzy hotel or cabin. Only one of our friends said Ritzy hotel. That's our friend Jules. Shout out to Jules. Everybody else, cabin. Hippie commune in the woods. Did you ever see the movie The Outsider? Or sorry, the TV show The Outsiders? It's called Outsiders. So good. Ryan from Sons of Anarchy and Walking Dead. Podcast. He's in it. Sorry. Okay, wrapping up. Local storm raider looked like a pussy. We talked about the saw. What's your favorite nickname you've ever been given? Oh my God, I guess we're not going to have time to tell the story. Tomorrow night, I will tell you. I had 2 nicknames. Well, I had a few nicknames as a kid. I was called Blondie when I was little because I had platinum blonde hair. Then I was called Sunshine in middle school. And in high school, I got a different nickname. And it's Naughty. And I will tell you that story tomorrow. And I'm so thankful for you. And I look at that. I'm ready to wrap up. If you're ready to wrap up.
Thank you for that.
I had more notes, but we'll just have to come back to them another day. So, what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for seeing a little doggy today. I like that doggy.
The dog was adorable. Yeah. I'm thankful for all the people that are supporting the podcast. Right now, there's 64 of you. There were 67 at one point. Yeah. Means the world to us. We really want to make a community for people. We want people to feel like they have a place to go and they hang out, they have fun. Makes us feel good and make people laugh. One day we aspire to make something with this and maybe have a hippie commune or like do a bunch of good stuff for charity. But right now we just need to figure out a way to pay our bills. That would be fun. But you guys are really a big support and it'll all work out. And what was I saying about
you were great
gratitude? So I wanted to say an extra special thanks to all 64 of you who have been here, come, gone, whatever. Joanna, Keithy, Daniel, Nick, Rose Sweets. She and I have been back and forth. Cheryl, go Bills. Shannon, Tracy, Courtney, or Shortney as we know her. Lisa,
Kevin, Daniel.
Tracy, Daniel, Mark, Helen.
Shannon was here.
Who else was here? Is there anybody I'm missing? I'm so sorry if we miss you. Dot, Mark's mom.
Yeah.
And Kevin, of course. Anne was here early on. Is there anybody I'm forgetting? Shannon, I thought we got twice.
We got Shannon.
In any case, we're super grateful for you guys. You mean the world to us.
And Anne, of course.
Oh, I said Anne. Yeah. And I'm also thankful for the stain remover that we got today.
Yeah, we got the
woman was super nice. I'm grateful for our little Jeep ride. I'm thankful that we got so much done for the podcast today.
We got a lot of sun.
High five, bro.
And Tracy is thankful for us both. Thankful for your advice and thankful for Bex and thankful for my bed.
Oh my God, I'm thankful for the snack that you're gonna give me.
I'm getting you a snack.
I have no cheese.
Okay. I will say this. Beautiful day today. You gave me a little pep talk, which helped me kind of get me down out of the dumps.
Did it help? Did it help?
It did. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Because a lot of times I feel like I make things worse with my pep talks. We end up fighting.
Well, no. You had, you helped kind of focus me a little bit.
I said you can either be stressed out about finding a job that you may or may not want to do for the rest of your life in an industry that may or may not survive for the rest of your life, or you can really push aggressively toward your music and the podcast, or you can do a little bit of both. But, what do you want? What do you want? And that's hard because, and also, it's scary because we have some savings, but not enough like that we can just indefinitely not have money coming in. So, we're okay for a while.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We always do.
And if you know anybody who needs design work,
the
man
hit him
here,
up.
amazing.
Anyways, and I'm thankful for getting a lot of streams on my album on the preliminary things on Spotify are pretty good.
Excited.
But here's the thing. Some people like, I love it. But then it's the people that I haven't heard from a lot of people that said that they were going to give me a quick review or whatever. I'm wondering what's going through their heads. They're like, they don't like it or whatever.
My friend Jay, I talked to him today. He had gone to WrestleMania in Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
And he has CP and he just
he gets
he's
a
taking
pass.
a little break from everything. I talked to him a little bit today. I hope he's doing better. But really, when you finish your press kit or your website, I'm gonna go hard at it.
All right.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah. Well, we got to know somebody.
The other thing is, if we did little business cards for your album, we could put QR codes on the back.
Boom.
That sent you to
Apple,
Spotify, Apple Music, whatever.
I think I make the most money off of the Apple complete album download.
You really don't, because that's a one-time purchase. Whereas if they're streaming it and somebody adds it to their library and they stream it, you can make money till the end of time.
I want money in big chunks.
If you guys could just put it on for your dog,
just put it on.
Really helpful. Like when you leave for
Spotify
work, just put it on. Let's
actually, this Boom Play, I think I get twice as much if it goes on Boom Play than Spotify. So Boom Play it is.
Boom Play it up for your pets.
And it's fun to say Boom Play. Say it at home.
Friends.
Boom Play.
Who have bills to pay.
Never heard of it before.
It is all coming together for our highest and best.
And I've already started recording the second album, and it's going to be rocking.
So proud of him. Are you guys so proud of him? Okay.
I don't know if I can do a 2.5 hour podcast every night and still have time to record the goddamn album.
Go get some sleep. We love you. We can't wait to see you again tomorrow. And don't forget your homework between now and next Monday. Toxic Avenger 1984.
Toxic Avenger. See you guys.